Yeah, it's not D. It should be a D6.
Yeah, it's a D6 now instead of a D4, which is
Hey,
cool.
It's pretty satisfying, eh? Just to watch them tick
Yeah.
up and tick up.
Yeah.
I think level 5's like just a whole different, like, basically it's just that huge jump in power. Like if you're a spellcaster, third level spells are where it really starts kicking in. And for martial classes with your multi-attack, it's just, fifth level's that. Yay, now I can do stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, extra attack. And I can
Who did we-
points in.
Who did we decide was going to go first?
So it's Mark, then me, then Jacob.
No,
Me.
no,
No.
I'm 14.
Oh, okay. So it was me, then
Me. Baller.
Baller, and then Jacob.
That's all this. So I've got Mira, then
Baller.
Baller,
oh yeah,
Then-
Solus,
then Solus. Yeah.
and then we've got Atticus.
No, someone before me.
I go to
Saphira?
17.
Saphira. Saphira's at 17, so she goes next.
Yeah, that's after the other guys.
Atticus. Cool. Okay. And we'll just roll through like that. I'm going to turn down because I've got my music share thing running. I'm just going to turn mine down because it's up real loud. Oh yeah, that's better. I'll share that link again just in case. So if everyone's got that.
Ooh,
Here's Bede.
Cheers, Pete. Kia ora, Eoa.
What is that?
that is the abomination called a moustache.
What do you? Oh,
It's
that
so
what you call
horrible,
it?
I know.
it's really bad.
I know. I love it with a passion.
You need to roll initiative.
Oh, okay.
We're not
the rest
jumping.
of The
Language.
rest
We're
of the
not-
party's attacking you, so you've
That's
got one
a
chance
yeah.
to defend yourself.
Yeah.
That's a
Just trying
6
to-
from Bede. Oh. Can even curl it. I need oil. Here we go.
Okay, so you've been led through Volthoom, through
Off you go.
gradually worsening and worsening sort of suburbs, and you are now come to the sort of beginning of this area where it's just a web of volcanic tunnels and water sort of bored tunnels, and there are mushrooms and plants like growing out from every single crack in the wall. It's surprisingly alive down here. It's also really warm, quite surprisingly warm and humid. And the Takashi is going from company to company, and he's handing out these little artifacts, sort of things. And when he gets closer to you, and he comes up and he asks all of you, which one of you is the leader of the party?
I think it's me.
Yeah,
And
it
it's
is.
me, isn't it?
It's a
Technically, yeah.
co-leadership.
I own the tavern. Well, I don't own. I run the tavern. We all hang out.
Right.
I will take this. Wait, is this a lot
Yeah.
of responsibility?
And he sort of holds it out to you. It's about yay big, so it's quite small. And you see other guild members sort of strapping them either onto putting them onto their wrists, or popping them around their necks, or clicking them into their shields, into their shields, or they're kind of just like strapping them on in different places. As you take it, Mira, you're carrying Adlison.
Yeah.
So you get like a sense of like almost like disgruntled pouting Like, I could do that sort of thing. Like, we don't need that thing from her.
I'll just pat the medallion and be like, "It's all right. I know.
So what do you do with your lantern?
He puts it like over his leg.
Just like straps it around his leg, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Or? Yeah.
Yeah.
It has
like a home debrick."
Yeah. So you hear a kind of like a little chiming noise, and it asks you to go to each person that's in your party.
Yeah.
It just asks you to go to each person in your party.
Okay, I go to each person in my party.
Okay. As you sort of walk around, you hear another little chiming noise, and you can sort of get this kind of like an unconscious sense that they are there, of how well they're doing, and that's sort of about it. And then you get another sense of how well each of the other groups are doing.
Oh,
and
man, I
that's-
know what that annoying guy's up to.
And that's about it. That's about all you kind of get. It's just a sense of how well they're doing.
Like
and-
health wise, or
No, it's more like how much they've achieved. But except everybody's in the same playing field. Everybody's achieved nothing at this stage.
Right.
Wow, okay, mate.
Come across.
we're low achievers.
Well, we've come across some great herbs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Some really
and translated
good
the whole thing.
So Takashi points you in the direction of that you're supposed to go in. Some of the other parties are already splitting off and heading through the different tunnels. You see some of the smaller, like there's small folk parties, and they've picked some of the smaller tunnels to go down. Everybody looks like they're sort of trying to make good decisions when they're really just shooting in the dark.
Before we start going, I need to do something that I have forgotten to do. I go to one of the walls and crouch down and start talking in my Haida language. It doesn't take too long, just less than a minute.
So you all sort of watch as Atticus kind of just wanders off and just like communes with the cave wall for a wee bit.
Yeah.
And you all actually, Lathrin, your insight's quite high, so you guess that he's like up to something serious. But the rest of you, except Solus, is like, you do you, man, whatever. And the other three are just kind of like, is he licking cave mushrooms again? What's he doing?
Talking to a rock.
I do have an
Yeah.
insight of 17, a passive insight of 17.
Oh, there you go.
Not that Solus would actually care. Like, just
Yeah,
do
I
whatever
figured
you.
he'd be just like, yeah, he's like super chill.
Is it? Are they the good
Yeah,
mushrooms? Are
Okay. You get the impression I am talking to someone
Oh, yeah.
and not expecting a reply.
Man likes talking to rocks. Why don't not going to judge him.
If
I
anybody
talk to
asks,
the sun all the time.
if anybody asks, I'll tell them what I did, but otherwise I won't.
What are you up to, mate?
Oh, I'm just introducing myself and the party to the local elemental that would be around here. I don't have the capacity to do it in his own language yet. It has been taken from me, so I just did it in Haedic, just to let him know what we're doing, that we're entering into his territory humbly, and yeah, can ask him for any help if he can give it.
Polite. I like it.
Yeah, you got to be
Wait.
polite to elementals.
So you want to learn primordial?
I will eventually. I will pretty well. I expect to fairly soon, but
I'll start teaching you some basics of primordial. I speak primordial.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You find he takes it up pretty quickly, but I can't just grasp it for some reason.
While you guys start down the tunnels, and Solus is it's almost like a sieve. Like the words go in, he kind of uses them, and then almost straight away he's forgotten them again. It does seem really difficult for him to grasp it. The tunnel that you guys pick starts to narrow down. The mushrooms that are glowing, giving you a dim light, are dimming further, and you are now in darkness.
Light up a torch.
I can cast light on something.
Yeah, good idea.
Someone wants some light.
So it's 15 feet, 15 feet, 15 feet of bright, 15 feet of dim.
I've got a quarterstaff if you want to light that.
Yep.
To the end of
20,
it or something.
20 foot, 20 foot.
Yeah.
20 foot radius of normal light, and then 20 foot again of dim light.
Cool. So
Thinking of like Gandalf's staff in the Mines of Moria.
Yeah.
Very cool.
It's just got that light on the top.
So Saphira, can you hear me, Saphira?
Yeah. I just
Awesome.
connected again.
So in terms of hiding, if you are in dim light, you can attempt to hide.
Okay.
If the creature's got dark vision, then that dim light is as good as bright light, and they will still be able to see you. But if you are in darkness, that's their dim light if they have dark vision, and you can hide. Just so, yeah. You guys start heading through. Who is taking point?
Right, I'm thinking that Saphira's a ranger.
I've got a short bow as well as a couple of daggers. I prefer to be sort of either last or second to last.
Okay.
Mira, you probably actually take the most punches out of us. You can go in the front.
Actually, I'll
Thanks.
differ on that.
Thanks.
I guess.
If it's taking punches, then I'll go in first.
Yep, you do that.
So,
Yeah.
in terms of stealth, in terms of stealth, Saphira, just so you know, you have to roll. You have to beat. If a creature is not actively looking for you, then all you have to beat is their passive perception.
Okay.
So, and passive perception, unless you're a freak like Lanthorn, is usually about 10, between 10 and 16.
I think it's only 24, Jason.
At the levels you guys are at, the area you're in, you're likely to only face things with a passive perception that's sort of around 8 to 15. So you've got a very good chance with your stealth stat of rolling high enough to be able to sneak up on stuff.
Okay.
So if you wanted to, you could give us that, I'm going to sneak up.
Okay.
Try and find something. I'll narrate what you find.
Okay.
And then you'll give us the stealth roll to see if you didn't get caught by them. And you'll be able to get back and tell the rest of the group if you find something.
Okay. Well, I'll do that then. I can sneak ahead and see if I can spot anything.
Is everyone happy with that? Sorry, I'm sort of getting on top just so that Toshi's got an idea of what he's actually capable of.
Just metagaming. We're sending like the lowest level character ahead of the rest of the party. Like, it just doesn't.
I didn't think of that.
From a meta perspective, it just doesn't quite make sense at this.
I've got. Let me check something quickly. I think I've got +6 to stealth, and I've got evasion and stuff, so I can kind of take hits. I've only got +5 to stealth, actually.
+4.
Yeah, I've got +7 on stealth.
Oh, he'll be fine, team.
Yeah, that's what
fine.
I was thinking. Is if he's specialized in stealth, he'll be fine.
Yeah, I just wanted to point out that like we're sending someone that can probably take 1, maybe 2 hits.
So long as he doesn't
As
fight,
long as
he'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as
I mean, I
his
can.
initiative is higher than theirs, he'll be fine.
I can always run in. I can just step in the wind in there and start throwing hands.
So are you
Right.
wandering off into the dark, Saphira?
Yes, I'll go when it's pitch black.
Okay.
Right. So before that happens, I'd like to use brace up to give myself temporary hit points.
Yep. Okay. All right. So your first foray into this tunnel. Saphira, you start to go in further. You split from the rest of the party, and you just kind of
just before you wander off, I'm going to give you guidance as well.
awesome. Okay. You feel your way along the wall. You a couple of times stop yourself from walking into any sort of rocks or anything like that. As you get maybe 100 feet up from the rest of the party, you sort of slow down a wee bit until you can hear them behind you, just hear them behind you. And as you're going along, you feel this, you can smell this weird smell, and your hand goes through just this sludge on the wall.
Ooh.
And you sort of, it reeks. It's got a really weird, complex smell to it, but it stinks. And you sort of shake it off. And you can hear a couple of creatures, something moving just up ahead. I'd like you to make a stealth check now. Oh,
Rolled an 8 with a +7 would be 15 total.
okay,
And you get
awesome.
to roll a
Guidance.
D4 as well on top of that.
Oh, for the guidance.
Yeah, that's from the guidance.
Okay. Adding a
So
D4,
Yep.
another 4.
Yeah.
So you manage to, the rest of the party's still following it behind, and the light just starts to creep around the corner, and you catch sight of these sort of scaly creatures. You turn and you duck and you head back towards the rest of the group. As you're sort of all walking along, you see Saphira just walk out into the dim light in front of you, and she sort of just puts her hand up.
Right. I'll let them know what I've seen. A couple of scaly creatures about 100 feet of us.
Three of you recognize this as stinkers. You've faced these things before. It sounds like you faced them when they were, give me a moment, when you were in the tunnels looking for Adlison.
Oh, is this when we fought a troll as well?
Yeah.
Oh, no, my face got lightninged off, nearly.
Yeah.
And we were
Oh,
Your
hiding in the
eyebrows still
cave.
haven't grown back.
pretty brutal.
These are troglodytes.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. Thought I recognised the smell side of things.
So, how do we want to handle this?
Well, one way of getting rid of them is to, I think if I remember right, that we burnt mushrooms. It could be those mushrooms we passed earlier. They don't like the smell. I think that's what happened.
Is that what we did?
No,
I
we
can't
just
remember.
murdered them.
Well,
We murder things. We don't.
can I
think
can I like history check to see if I remember how we like the most effective way of dealing with them?
You can do a nature check.
Nature. Okay. What is my nature? +3. It's not bad. 11.
From what Atticus was saying, that sounds like that actually might work, considering the smells on the walls seem to be like some way of communicating. They put like the sludge up to try and send messages to each other. And Atticus describes how he actually managed to flush a bunch out doing the same thing.
Yeah, they didn't like it. They took off.
Question is, do we want to avoid them completely, or do we want to kill them because that's sort of the aim of the competition? Is to kill as many things as possible.
Lanthorn starts to like put little stuff up his nose to block his nose.
Can just kill them, can't we?
If you want to do that, yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Does anyone actually remember what we came in here for?
We're just killing shit. And then we're
Okay.
going to steal some weird
Aren't we getting
tablets
rid?
from a nobleman.
I thought the impression we were actually just getting rid of things that are in here. It didn't actually mention necessarily kill them all.
Yeah, but they'll
Yeah.
just run deeper.
So I mean, you know,
I think-
flushing them out's as good as any, and you get more than one. mind you, there might be only two. So
Yeah.
So we're
I
just
might
killing,
collect some. I might collect some mushrooms just in case.
we're just killing them then. That's it.
Yeah, well, I thought that's what we were kind of here to do, is clear out the tunnels.
Right
Hmm.
then, let's kill them.
Right.
The
Off
mushrooms.
we go then.
Oh, how far back are those mushrooms?
I think they're a good ways off now.
Okay, I'll leave it for the moment. Although I think I've got some powdered mushrooms in my pack.
There you go.
Always burn that and see what happens. But if you guys want to kill them, then go for it.
Well, if we get attacked by a horde, we'll burn some mushrooms.
Yeah. Save it for later.
Okay, radio.
Right. So we stealthing up to surprise them.
Yeah, well, we'll stealth as a group then?
I'm not very stealthy. I'm just telling you that right now.
Well, should me and rogue boys or ranger boys or whatever we are, should we go in the dim light, at the edge of the dim light, and you guys stay at the back of the bright light, and we move as that as our unit? And then, if need be, fasty boys can just disengage out.
What about if I partly cover the light that's on my staff so that casts only dim light?
Oh, so I put a blanket over it.
Something like that. See if that works. I'll try it out. I'll get a cloth and put it over it just to see if it actually does make it go dim light.
Yeah. So you pull out one of your and you sort of start to wrap it up. You find that the staff, at the size that it is quite difficult to cover. As you're doing it, Solus, you realise that actually, if it was a pebble, it would be much easier, because all of that, regardless of how big it is, it's going to be just as bright.
I have
So
an
if you-
idea. What about what's Jacob's character again?
Solus.
Solus. What if he dismisses this light and casts it on a pebble or something?
You there, Jacob?
I think he's frozen on us.
Oh, it just looked like he was chilling.
Another whole person. Jeez.
For the sake of it, I'm going to say that he does so. And if it casts a spell slot, I'm going to say it doesn't. We won't worry about
No,
that.
light's a cantrip.
Oh, well, there you
Light's
go.
a cantrip,
Okay.
yeah.
So now you've got a pebble, and you grasp it in your fist. Your hand sort of glows a wee bit, and you just open it a little wee crack, and you've got dim light around you. Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. So who's stealthing ahead?
I can stealth because I'm in dim light, so
Yeah.
I'll do that. Do you
Yeah,
want my
same.
roll now, Justin boy?
I want your. What's your marching order for approaching? It's going to be lantern.
Mira?
Yeah, we'll do.
So a lantern, and then Saphira, are you going with them? We lost Saphira as well.
Quite possibly.
Oh no. I'm going to say we're going to have Saphira as well. And then Mira is next in the marching order.
Yeah.
And then
Something's going on
Vola.
with my microphone.
I think I was in front of Mira, so I was walking up front.
No, but we're stealthing in now.
Okay, then yeah, no, I'm behind.
Okay. And then I'm going to say Solus is with you.
If it comes back to Earth.
Okay, so you guys start to approach. I need a stealth check from Saphira and Elanthrine.
Oh, that's so rude. That's an 8.
Total.
Yeah, it was like tippling on 17, and then it just went boom to 3, and I was like, oh, that's not okay.
So Saphira, Toshi's not there at the moment, but I know he's got a +7, so I rolled an 18 on his.
Okay.
There's a moment where you both come around the corner, and there is one that's pretty much right there, and she just reaches out and stops you just before you step on it. Yeah. So you're right in front of one of them.
Well, Lampfin will attack like a Lampfin does if he can.
Sweet, roll the hit.
Cool, do I have advantage?
Yep.
Oh, that is 15 to hit.
That hits.
So that's 3d6 plus. Where's my other d6 gone? Oh well. Oh, that was 10, 12, 14 damage.
So Saphira stops you. What are you using to attack?
Rapier.
So Saphira stops you, and you notice this thing, and you pull out your blade, and you just boom, straight through its neck, and it just thrashes around on the ground for a while. And this horrible smell comes gushing out, and you get this sense of like a chime, and in your mind you get this idea of 50.
50?
50, and then you hear a bunch of like guttural growlings and noises coming from the tunnel in front. And out from around the corner come, you can see just like their cat-like eyes glowing in the dark as they come around, and they all just swarm straight towards you. These things stink, and they're growling and shouting, and they basically grab at you and try to pull you to the ground and bite and snatch at you. And you take 4 points of piercing damage and 8 points of slashing damage.
Okay, I will evasion 8 points, so it's 6 damage total.
Yep.
Uncanny dodge, I think, actually.
So you can reduce that by 4 points total.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot of them attacking you all at once. You can take 4 points off that.
Yeah. So how much is the total?
So 4 points of 4 points of piercing and 4 points of slashing.
Oh, okay. I thought it was 8 points of slashing.
Yeah, so I just reduced it by 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so at this stage, the rest of you sort of come around the corner, and you can see these things just dogpiling Lanthrin, biting and scratching at him. Mira, you're up.
I will. So how many are there?
There was only one at first.
There are 5 of them.
Okay.
If
I
I get
will
a
take
chance,
the one
I'm
that.
gonna start pulling out mushroom powder and torch.
We'll get to you in a moment. We're nearly there.
Yep, no worries.
Mira?
Oh, hang on. Sorry, I've got to turn that down.
It's loud, eh? Sorry. I'm going to turn mine down too.
So I'll take the one that's closest to me. And just think, is there any advantage I get because of Elanthrine and Saphira being close?
No.
Like, is there any flank? Okay, so I'll just straight attack.
Because there's so many of them, there's not really an opportunity to flank them.
Okay. So that's 16 plus 7.
Yep, that hits.
That is, and then so that's 8 damage. And then my second, because I've got 2 attacks now. And then 20 total. And that's nice. That's 9 damage. How is that
awesome.
one?
So the first one you come up to, you sprint up past Lanthorn, and one of them's like at his throat, and you just bam, bam, and it just caves in front of its face in, and it just drops.
Okay, and then I'll use a flurry of blows. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I'll flurry of blows on the next one. So I'll use a key point. And then, so that's 2 attacks on the next one. That's a natural 20.
Whoa!
And 15 plus 7.
Now, flurry of blows, does it have to be against one target?
No, I don't.
No, it doesn't.
It
You
just
just
gets
get
2
two
unarmed
attack.
strikes. 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus
Okay,
action.
so Lanthorn, you execute one of these things, and Mira comes up. As the rest of them jump you, Mira comes up and just bam, bam. One of them drops like a sack of potatoes, and the next one sort of comes up and she catches it on the side of the head, and it drops as well.
Oh, did I
That's
just
2
kill
down.
2 more?
Yeah,
Yep.
so you have one
nice.
more hit, don't you?
Do I?
Oh, I thought, did you use both attacks on one? Maybe not.
No, so there was a natural 20, which would have killed one of them, and then a 15 plus 7.
That
That's the
hits.
attack roll. Okay. And that's
A new one.
and that's 7 damage on the third
On the
one.
third?
Yeah.
Cool, okay. Baller, you're up.
Yeah.
All right, I'm moving to the closest one and punching.
Awesome.
So that is a 21 to hit
That hits.
for 8 bludgeoning damage.
Lanthorn, your friends are rushing up and just executing these things with their fists.
But you're getting covered in viscera and gore.
Just like
I
lying
know,
there,
it
just like,
sounds... That's why he
so-
blocked his nose.
Baller, that's you.
Yeah, that's it.
Solus, you're up.
So is there one that looks injured?
Nope.
Or no?
There's 3 that look dead.
Alright,
There's two left.
alright, against one of them, I'm just going to cast Toll the Dead. That's a saving throw for it. DC. Toll the Dead. Wisdom DC 15.
That's a fail.
Right, they take 11 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, okay. Zafira, you're up. You watch as these 3 just destroy half of the things out of there. There is one that's looking really rough and another that's full health still.
Okay. Engage with them? Am I in close combat?
You are engaged, yes.
Okay. Well, I've got my 2 daggers currently out. I will make a dagger attack on the one that looks like he's pretty hurt. This is the one covered in necrotic fluid or dying from a spell. Okay, so to roll an attack, I do a d20 plus proficiency bonus.
Plus proficiency if you're using a dagger, plus your dex.
Plus your dex. Okay.
Modifier, yeah.
Roll 17.
You rolled a 17?
Yeah, roll a 17, so plus 2 proficiency, plus 3 dexterity would be 22 hit.
Yep, that hits. So that drops it as well. You see it kind of stagger back after Solus's spell, and then you just take that opportunity to brown. There's one left standing. Are you going to use your bonus to use 2-weapon fighting?
Yeah, I'll hit him with my other dagger, with the 2-weapon fighting. First time I've done it, so I'm just having a quick look at your ability modifier. Okay, I add the ability modifier. I do add proficiency.
You can add your ability modifier. You don't add it to the damage.
Right. It would be 14 to hit.
14 hits. So now you are right up against with a Lanthorn right there, which means that you get to use your sneak attack.
Okay, excellent. Sneak attack is an extra d6 damage. Okay, so that'd be 1d4. Which is
Yep.
I don't.
Also carries with 6. Plus 3 would be 9 damage total.
9 damage. So you take one of them down, and then the other nearly drops as well. Atticus, you're up.
I'd like to start getting my mushroom powder out. I also pull out a torch and some tinder ready to light, basically.
Awesome.
Uh,
Okay. So are you readying an action to light that?
Yeah, basically, I think the next pretty getting ready to light it up. I've got a little container that I can put it in.
All right. Lanthorn,
Yes.
you sort of catch your feet after these things all jump to you. You think, oh yeah, we're all sorted now. And from around the corner, another 5 of them come sprinting, and they all dogpile you again.
Why
and you,
me?
because you're right out in front, and you're covered in the stink of them now. So they're targeting you.
Racism.
So you take another 4 points of piercing and another 8 points of slashing damage.
Okay, I'll take it down to ace again.
Yep. Okay, so that's another 8 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay, and now it's your turn.
Okie dokie. So, have we killed all of the original ones?
There's one left that Saphira nearly took out.
I've got pretty good sneak attack, so I'm assuming there's a new one within 5 feet of an ally?
Yeah, Saphira's right up beside you.
Okay. I'll attack a new one that's within 5 feet of an ally.
Awesome.
That's a 17 to hit.
That hits.
That is 4, 5, 11. That's 13 damage.
Yep. Awesome.
And then I will
get another-
disengage.
You get another sense of, in the back of your mind, of that sort of ding. And you realise it's been happening every time one of these things drops. Just of that 50, 50, 50. How are you? Are you just engaged? So are you moving out from engaged into close?
Yeah, I'm going
Yep.
behind Mira and Big Orc Boy Punchy.
Okay. So the very last one in that group is going to go for Saphira, as she was the last one that saw. Because it went for she gave it a good stabbing before, so it's going to go for her.
Did I drop the one I hit?
Saphira, are you there? Can you hear me? You did. Yes, you did, Lanthorn.
Oh, cool.
Can Saphira hear me?
Hello.
So you take 4 points of piercing damage. Because I rolled.
I just had to refresh.
That was Lanthorn, that was them. So Mira, you're up now.
Okay. The one that So the one that just hit Saphira was the one that was like damaged?
Yeah.
Okay.
It just
so
it just bit her.
Yeah, okay. I'll go for that one. And that is, fuck, these dice love me. It's 18 plus 7, so
That
25.
hits.
And plus 4, 10 damage.
10 damage. Yep. So
Yep.
it bites down on Saphira, and then it opens its jaws again to get another bite down, and you just grab it by the top of its head and just drop right in its throat, and you can feel a cracking feeling, and it just drops to the ground as well. Yep. So that one's down.
And
So there
I'll
are 4 left.
4 left, so I'll go for another one.
So Saphira, you've taken 4 points of damage.
Okay, yeah, sorry about that. The laptop turned off.
All good.
That's another 18 plus 7 to hit.
Yep.
And that's 5 plus 4, 9 damage.
9. Yep. So this one takes a blow. You manage to catch it on its shoulder, and you hear it pop out of place, but it's still going pretty strong. Otherwise.
Okay. Flurry of blows. Okay. I'll take a picture because I got another natural 20.
We believe you. Don't worry.
Well, I don't know, like, I don't really think I'm lying, but it's because it's, I love these dice.
It's exciting.
I love these dice. So one of them's a
I'm
natural
eating
20.
cheesecake. I'm calm.
One of them's a natural 20, and the other one is a 13 plus 7 for a dirty 20.
Yep. Okay. So
I'm stoked.
give us the 17. Give us the dirty 20.
The dirty 20 is 2 plus 4, which is 6 damage.
Okay, so you drop that guy, and then you turn around, and how do you do it for the next one?
What do I want to do? The next one, if it goes to like bite one of my friends, I'll do a similar thing. I'll grab the top of its mouth and pull it open, but instead of like chopping, I will punch in its mouth and punch through the back of its throat. Because that's what Mira would do.
Psycho Mira.
Fucking werewolves.
Paula,
Yeah,
you're up.
my best friend's a werewolf.
All right, I'll
come on.
move over to the next one, and I'll hit it, or attempt to punch it. So that is 18 plus 5, 23.
That hits.
For 8 bludgeoning damage.
All right. Is that your go?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, Solus, you're up.
So how many of them are left?
1. Well, there's 2. 1 and a bit. One of them's looking pretty rough.
One of them's looking pretty rough. The uninjured one, I will cast Toll the Dead. DC 15.
Oh, yeah, I rolled an 11.
And it takes 13 points of damage.
Did you say the injured? Yep. Okay, it drops.
No, the non-injured one.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, it drops. Yeah, it drops.
Okay.
Saphira, you're up. Last one.
All right, there's just one guy left.
There's 1 left.
Is he engaged with other party members?
It's engaged with Mira at the moment.
Okay. I'll do a sneak attack on him. And my first dagger is a 13. So
That hits.
that's 18. So a damage roll of 4 plus 2, so 6 plus another 3, 9 damage on him with the first dagger.
How do you want to do it?
I'll slip in behind him and just basically insert the dagger right into the back of his skull.
Good stuff.
Awesome. Okay, so that's that one dropped. Atticus, they've all dropped them all. You've got the mushroom stuff ready.
Yeah, I'm going to light the torch, and basically that's probably my go, isn't it, really? Light the torch so it's ready to go.
if you light it, you can still free interact. You can
Okay.
light stuff on fire still.
So in that case, if no more turn up, I won't light the mushroom powder. But if any more do, I will.
Okay, awesome. Elanthrine. It seems pretty quiet now. There doesn't seem to be any more of them. Are you wanting to check further through, find out if there's anything else? What are you wanting to do?
I will wipe the stinking muck off me. I'll take out my nose plugs. And can Lanthrin smell any of them from a distance?
You can't smell any others. You, after a quick look at this place, what's your passive investigation?
I think we're in the 24s again.
You give this place a quick check over, and you basically you realize that this is almost like a what's the word? Almost like an outpost kind of hunting area. There's nothing for them to sleep on. There aren't. There's like a dead body of some big weird cave cricket thing, and that's about it. It's been half eaten, but there's nothing else to show that this is a place where they actually usually live. And in your head, you can hear that ding, 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 ding. The idea that you've sort of got, or the feeling you've got, is 500.
Okay, team. We have 500 points. This isn't where they live. It's their hunting ground. There's a big dead cricket over there. Now we should probably cut up these bodies and loot them.
Yeah, do we need to how do you know what's 500 points? Like, how do we know that?
I'm asking very Dan.
It'll be that thing that's on your wrist.
I put on my leg to be sexier.
Oh, well, leg then.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, but you didn't explain
worth carving
what it
up
does.
for the parts. Like, they're only going to be common ingredients, and
Yeah.
it's just going to be a lot of time for something that's not that valuable.
Yeah, there's
could
10
grab
of them.
some of the-
It's going to take
we could-
ages.
We could grab
How
some of the
long
slime that's on the walls.
How long does it take us to harvest, Jason?
It's probably 15 minutes. You're only butchering them, so you'll just be spending 15 minutes to carve them up. Like, sort of.
Oh,
all of them's
Yeah.
going to be about an hour. You're going to spend about an hour carving them up.
It's
No,
just
we
not
could
worth
spend that
it.
hour killing things.
I would like to grab some of the slime that's on the wall to a little container.
Is it any, like, is it a herb on the wall that's slime, or is it just slime?
It's both of you give me a nature check.
Also, I still took a photo of the net 20 and the 13 because I was so proud of it.
17.
I got a 20,
they're-
a dirty 20.
They're excretions. So they're like spit and sweat and oils and stuff that come out of their bodies.
I'm still going to get it.
Yeah, with that check, then you can have a vial of that stuff. I need another set. I need another set of checks, please, for your
Stealth?
initiative.
Oh,
initiative. Initiative.
20 total.
One.
A
Oh,
one.
these dice.
I've got a good old fashioned 15. It's all right if you're
13.
last. You can just heal.
I got a 10.
Oh,
So
no. You have a healing spell, don't you?
What? No.
Ooh.
Of course I've got healing. I've also got healing potions. I've got 5 potions that do 2d4 plus 3 healing.
Oh,
yes, What did you roll for your initiative?
Me? Oh,
Yeah.
13.
Thank you. Lanthorn.
15.
Saphira.
15 as well.
Which one of you wants to go first?
I'll let Lantham go first.
Oh yeah, he's already nearly dead. Let's just finish the job. Fine.
Solus.
I got a 1.
Dirty one or just one?
Just 1. I've got no modifier to my initiative, and I rolled a 1. So
So you start to head on. The tunnels are they're quite twisted. There's less and less growth in these areas. There are quite a few scuttling, creeping things scooting past.
can I still be searching for herbs as we go?
I'll give you one check because this is sort of the adventuring day sort of thing at this stage.
Are you helping me, Mark?
Yes, absolutely.
29.
Yep. I don't have the book in front of me, so we'll roll on it later.
Okay, I'll just make note of one herb found.
One herb man.
There are a set of tunnels, and it splits off. One of them splits off towards the east more, and one of them splits off towards the north. Which one do you guys sort of want to take at this stage?
Is this going to be the rule of left?
I was going to say,
I don't know.
looking at the map, which way does it look like would take us close to where the Emerald Tablet was or is?
They're further to the north. The map is starting to, the map is starting to deviate just a little bit.
We'll go
not
in
much,
the general
but
direction.
Yeah, I'll recommend that we go north because I want to find what Barden wants to find.
Okay, we'll go northish then.
And then rub it in his face.
No, because he might be all like, I'm a noble, I can arrest you. And like, oh.
No, we find it and then we sell it to him because we found it.
That was my plan, yeah. I love it.
So, what is your marching order?
I'm going second.
Saphira's nursing a nasty shoulder wound, so I'll stick nearer the back this time.
I'll be in the middle somewhere.
Yeah, Lanford's just behind the big turtle.
So is Mira going first?
No,
Yeah.
I'm going first.
No, Baller's going first.
Oh, okay. So I'll go. I'll go behind Soul.
Baller, what did you roll? Baller, what did you roll for your initiative?
10.
Okay, so Mira, Solus, Baller.
Yep.
Lanthorn,
Aye, Captain.
and then Atticus, and Saphira. I need you all to. That's cool. As you guys are heading through these tunnels, Lanthorn, you start to pick up different smells. They are kind of it's a drier smell. As you come through, you find that there have been plants, mushrooms, stuff like that have been piled up in certain areas, and the tunnels seem drier here, but it's been deliberately made drier. As you come in through the place, you start to catch sight of symbols drawn on the wall. Things just like handprints with weirdly long sort of fingers.
Similar hands to the stinkers, or nah?
Nah, they're something different. This is, that's the stinkers from what you guys have all seen so far. The stinkers like it when it's humid and when it's warm. Those are the kind of places that they seek out. But this is a different sort of vibe to the place, and it's kind of seems like it's been done deliberately.
Symbols,
Yep.
are they in a dialect we know, or are they just complete random tribal symbols-ish?
Does anyone know any more esoteric languages?
I've got comprehend languages. I could do one more spell of that.
Esoteric in what way? I've got celestial, draconic, elvish, and infernal.
No, primordial and aquatic.
I've got Fey, Elvish, and Herdic in common.
Okay, so the symbols on the wall are reminiscent of fiendish and primordial. They are they're repetitive, and from what you can kind of guess, they are kind of like warnings to stay out, like territorial markings. They are curses that have been put on the walls as well, to curse people as they come through. Yeah.
Curses as in like actual magical effects, or just like to scare people off?
Does anyone else want to know? Does anyone want to check on this with it?
Yeah, I'll be helping look at that.
Yep, so that'll be an Arcana check. Arcana or religion?
Okay, I'll do a religion.
Yeah, I'll help you.
You're assisting me?
Yeah.
Okay, that is 19, 22.
Nice.
They are they do have an effect, but they are a very subtle kind of underhanded effect. It's not like a wizard spell where you do the right things and they kind of work. They're kind of more like a more subtle pushing luck in their direction, sort of, or pushing bad luck onto people, kind of thing.
Can we just scrape them out?
Yeah, is it possible to erase and thereby end the magical effect?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you just
Yeah,
sort
I'll
of
get my
scratch these
saliva.
things, just wipe it as you're going past, and just
Yeah. Well, I'll
crosses through them, or
yeah, I'll grab one of my. I've got darts, I think. So, I'll just use one to like scratch through. I think it's a magic dart. In fact, I think it's like a +1.
While they're doing this, I might actually put
scratch through it.
that mushroom powder away, and whoever's got the pebble, I'm going to extinguish the torch. Well, actually, I won't extinguish the torch. I'll just keep it burning, but I'll put the powder away so it's not going to get spilt or whatever. Well, I don't think we're going to need it.
while you, okay, Saphira, what's your passive perception?
Perception 10.
Okay. Just jotting it down. While you guys are sort of working at these things and cutting them off or scraping them off, the lantern from further up, you catch some sounds coming from around the corner.
Oh, sounds.
Yeah, there are footsteps and you catch a whiff of something living coming around the corner. Some multiple creatures. You can hear a lot of footsteps.
Okay, everyone, something's coming. Bunch of them. Shh.
Are they sound like the same ones we had before?
Nah, they don't
No,
sound the
it
same.
sounds different.
Okay, I'm going to put the torch down, get my shield and sword ready.
Okay, I'll just ready then to attack them when they appear.
Okay, yeah, I'll use my short bow for this one, and I'll pull it out and knock an arrow in preparation.
Oh, so are you readying an attack?
I'm ready in an ambush, son. Do I need to do a stealth roll?
No, I'm asking Saphira if she's. It's a specific ready attack,
Right. Okay.
and you're using action to do it.
Yes, I'll ready an attack in preparation to help ambush.
Well, now to be fair, we don't know that they are in fact hostile.
Oh yeah, well if they're a monster.
That's why I haven't thrown my flask of oil and set it on fire yet.
Wait, why don't we just attack them anyway? Like, one less competition to deal with.
No.
He has a point. Like, I was going to say it.
That would be incredibly ungentlemanlike to do such a thing.
I did have my hand on my head when I said that too. I don't know.
Yeah. When I told us, was like, murder.
Yeah. Might I point out that being a lady, I am not a gentleman.
But you are a gentle lady, assuming you're not drinking.
So, as you all sort of prep yourselves under Lanthron's warning, you catch sight of a figure coming around the corner. A large arm sort of comes out and then just like sort of puts down on the ground, almost gorilla-like sort of arm, and a head comes around the corner and just sort of stops. It kind of huffs and it's just on the edge of your dim light at this stage. And it kind of huffs, sniffing and smelling. It comes forward another sort of, and the next arm comes out from around the corner, and in that arm is carrying just like a massive thigh bone. And sort of stops and leans around the corner again, huffing. Did anyone have dark vision?
Yeah, I do.
So it doesn't have eyes. It's like eyeless. That's like a massive gorilla kind of looking thing. Huffs, and then it sort of stops, and then it just comes back around the corner again. Back out of view.
We probably don't want to fight that particular thing. Just saying.
Can I do a nature roll because we got a decentish look, or can someone else do a nature roll?
Yeah.
Someone can make a roll. Yep.
Yeah, I can. Well, because I saw it. So with that,
I'll guide whoever's going to do a roll on that.
Okay. Oh, with guidance.
With guidance.
Yes. Stat with guidance, please.
Hang on, plus 3, 15, 16, 17, 18, plus nature, 18, 19, 20, 21.
And Atticus, did you roll as well?
Yeah, I did. I got a 15.
15. So I'm going to call that help. From books that you have read, you recognize this thing, and you start to describe it to the rest of the party as it's like cave dwellers, basically, that they've been known to set up really rudimentary homes. They behave like apes and things like that, and they're known to worship evil spirits and sacrifice children if they can get their hands on human or elvish children. And as you start to describe the cult sort of aspect of things. Atticus, you start to have flashbacks of basically dealing with these things, and you know that you have been able to deal with these things quite handily in the past. In the past, you have been able to quite handily. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But at the moment, I can't quite remember how.
There's no. So what you can remember is that they can't see at all. So if you're quick on your feet, they straight up just lose sight of where you are.
Okay. Well, I mentioned this to my colleagues that basically use their sightlessness against them, and they can be defeated that way. As long as we're quick on our feet and don't get in their way.
I asked Atticus if he knows how good their sense of smell is. Would Atticus know that?
I can't quite remember.
Yes, with that roll, you'd probably you would compare it to a lanthorn's from what you've seen of a lanthorn.
Well, quite good.
So this sounds like the exact sort of thing that we do want to kill for like the purposes of the experiment sort of thing. Like
Mira wants to go kill some gorilla people that kill children.
Well,
as you're standing here talking, Lanthorn, you catch sound of more noises, footfalls from back from where you were. Something's coming up behind from where you were, and you
There's
guys
something behind us.
So there's something on either side of you in the tunnel now.
How far away? We should go and fight one of them. We shouldn't double combat. Should we go back the way we were and go fight the new thing coming, or just check if it's another party?
How far back is it? Because I've got dark vision, so I could try and see if it's another party or if it's that gorilla that like double back and they're gonna like flank us.
Well, I should say we should move as a unit because we don't want to divide the party, then have one half the party fighting something.
This gorilla thing's like just there. It's going to be one turn for us to just charge in, attack it, and if we go all out, then we can probably take it down quite quickly, and then we can deal with whatever's coming the other direction.
Okay, we're doing that. Let's go, team. And he does like the hand swirl. Okay.
All right. So Lanthorn's like, let's go, team. Mira, you're up.
Say it like that.
Let's go, team.
Can I get in melee range?
To the one that was around the corner?
Yeah.
You can get up to the corner. You can get up to the corner.
Okay.
Can I? What's your movement speed?
40 or
40.
You can get round the corner. You're not sure exactly what's going on there. You're going to get up and around the corner?
Yeah. Well, I'll get to the corner and then like poke my head round.
All right. So you get to the corner, and there is one right there, and it brings down its club straight down towards your head. And I rolled very low, so it misses you, just like boom past your head. There's another 4 all right there. What do you do?
Are they all next to each other? Oh no, you got to run.
They're all in the tunnel. There's 5 of them sitting in there.
Wait, so are they in? Are they like in a row? Or are they
pretty much
in a line?
So they're like so they are. 1 is engaged, 4 are close.
Yeah. Okay. So, I will. Hang on, let me just double check what I can. Because there's yeah. Okay. So I'll go up to that one that tried to hit me.
Yep.
And I will punch it twice. Oh. Ooh, okay, well that's not gonna. That's a 10. But a 17 plus 7.
Yep, that hits.
And so that's a d6 plus 4, so that's
Yeah,
7 damage. And
Okay.
then I will Step of the Wind, so disengage is my bonus action, and move back. And like, I'll look over my shoulder and be like, there's like 5 of them. Just tell everyone, just there's like 5.
So you're stepping back. So it's still you and the rest of the party.
Yeah, so I
Essentially.
went up,
Yeah. So
punched
they're
him,
going to pile.
and then came back around the corner.
Yep. So they all pile around the corner, screaming and whooping with these massive clubs made out of femurs, and some of them are just like they've got their hands inside skulls that they're using, and they just come around the corner and they all just start wailing on you as you come sprinting back around the corner, just like, "There's more of them!" And one of them manages to catch you just across
She did
your.
disengage.
Yeah, this is their turn.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah,
one of them
this is-
manages to catch you. Yep. You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
5
and
points.
as they all come in and try to get to you, they step towards the sides of the walls, and they are really hard to see. In the dark, in the dim, and with just the color of their skin, they're extremely difficult to watch. Lantern, you're up.
I'm going to take the dodge action,
Okay.
stand next to Solace, and pat him on his shell and go, make the boom boom.
Saphira, you're up. So they come around the corner, and one of them, its jaw looks extremely crooked. Mira managed to land a pretty heavy blow on this thing.
I've still got my arrow knocked on my short bow as I was aiming towards the sound, so I'll just let that off immediately at the one with the crooked jaw.
Awesome. So if you've got a ready to attack, that comes up as your reaction. So the moment they came around the corner, you were able to fire that off. So you get to roll the hit straight away.
So the one with the crooked jaw, was that the one that caught Mira?
No.
Okay, could I change my targeting and I'll get the one that I see is closest to Mira, and therefore the one
because
trying to hit it?
because you read it in action against a hostile,
Okay.
and it was the first one around the corner. So it's just straight up, bam! There goes your reaction to shoot it.
Okay. So I'll that. Would I add proficiency and dexterity like normal?
Yep, to your attack roll.
Okay, yeah. So that's 17 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. And 1d6 plus 3. I don't suppose that I can sneak attack a prepared attack?
Technically, yes.
Technically, yes. Okay.
Yes.
That will be 2d6 then. So 4 plus 3, 7, and another 3. So 10 damage to that first.
Yeah. So
I'm going to say Gorilla wants.
it's. Where am I doing? It comes sprinting around the corner with all the other ones whooping and shouting. One of them manages to knock Mira as she's running off. And your bolt comes out and catches this thing right where its eye would be. Just on the side, so the bolt goes straight through, side of its head, and then, bam, catches the one behind in the shoulder. So the one that Mira already punched drops, boom, to the ground, and the one behind catches a bolt to the shoulder as well. And now it's actually your turn.
Okay.
So Lantern dodged, now it's your turn.
All right. Can I pull out another arrow and immediately fire my next short bow?
Yep, so your short bow, yep.
Yep. All right. I'll try and hit the one that got hit in the shoulder.
Yep.
So I'll just roll that. Oh, natural 20.
Yeah. How do you want to do it?
All right. So the first one that hits its shoulder, the second arrow hits the back of the first arrow and pushes it directly through into it. splitting it off, and the arrowhead shatters into its heart, killing it instantly.
Nice.
Fantastic. Atticus, you're up.
Okay. Now, how easily can I see them? Because I don't have dark vision.
They are in dim light. They are extremely hard to see. So you will have disadvantage to hit.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, how far away from them am I?
You are close, so you can move into engaged range from here.
Okay. I will set myself up with my shield and sword, and I will hold my action until they come into the light a little bit closer to me, so I can then hit them without a disadvantage.
Awesome. Okay, so ready to attack. At this stage, you hear. Sorry, you hear from behind the sounds that you heard before.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
We'll go
they
with
all come sprinting up from behind, and it's another group. They have been hunting you, and as they come up around the corner, you pivot on the spot, and one of them comes in with its club and goes to make to hit you, and you can use your ready action to attack it if you like.
Yep, I'll have a go.
It's more gorillas, but this time it's the band gorillas.
Oh yeah. So one of them like knocks out magical rat powers, and then they summon some kids with guns. Then Clint Eastwood comes.
It hits.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, I'm hip. I listen to the gorillas, guys.
You're so cool, Gade.
I know. Especially this moustache.
6 points of damage.
Yeah, you hit him, and that makes his blow go wide. And another, the rest of them come in, and you just manage to knock their shield, knock their blows, bam, 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 with your shield. The fourth one manages to catch your shield, and you drop for a moment, and the last one comes in, and you bring it up just at the last moment, but it jars your arm quite badly. You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage. Paula, you're up. So there are 5 there, and there are 2 now on the other side.
Okay. Are there any wounded ones?
Yes. Atticus just hit one for 6 points of damage.
All right, I'll move up to it and hit it. That is a miss.
Solus, you're up.
All right. So I don't think these things don't look tough enough to really waste a fireball. I'm just wondering, burning hands. If I move, can I position to get how many? So it's a 15-foot cone. How many of them can I position into the cone at one time? Could I get like the?
You can get 4 on one side, or both or 2 on the other side.
So I could get the 4 that aren't still alive on one side. I'll go and move, and I'll target all 4 of them. I cast it at 2nd level too.
Oof.
Okay, that is 21.
21.
5, 6. 21 points of damage. So they've got to make dexterity saving throws. Take 21 or 10 on a pass dex save.
No,
holy shit, dude.
They come
almost max.
Sprinting up. They all come sprinting up, and they start. You can just hear this pounding noise on Atticus's shield, and you just kind of move, just like round behind him, and then just boom, and just burn to a crisp. 4 of them. They just drop.
Holy shit, guys!
Turn back and give
Mira.
Solus like a double thumbs up.
Mira, you're up.
So there's 2 left.
2 that you're engaged with.
From that.
2 that I'm engaged with, right? So the one in front of me, I will just pop. Oh, that's Okay, hang on. Oh, that might be okay. So that's maths. 16 for one, and
That
10
hits.
for the other.
It does not.
Okay, so that's, what is it, plus 4. So that's 6 damage. And
Yep.
then flurry of blows. Get my key point.
Be back in a minute.
So flurry of blows, so that's 2. It's 17 on the first one.
That hits.
And oh, that's 6, nice. So 10 damage.
So you drop them.
Okay, and so the last hit will be
Bam,
on
bam.
the other one, which
Right.
is 14 plus 7, 21.
That hits.
And that is, it's only a 1. So that's 5 damage
5 damage.
on that one.
Right.
And then am I no, I'm in melee range, so I'll stay where I can I, staying in range, move around the gorilla?
Yeah.
So I'm staying in range, but I'm just moving from where I was, like around
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Coming around so it can't like sense where I am.
Yeah. Is that the end of your turn?
Well, that's
Yeah.
yes.
It can tell where you are. It can hear you.
Okay.
It can smell you, and it turns around. And as you sort of duck around behind, it swings out, and you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage. And this guy has got another shard of bone that he's driven through the first one, and you take another 2 points of piercing damage.
2 points.
Now this thing just punches through your robes.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm still up.
Yep. Lanthorn, you're up. There's
Okay.
one left on both sides. They're both pretty big looking.
I'll attack the one that's engaged with Mirror,
Okay.
and I will strike at it. 13 plus 5, 18 to hit.
That hits.
That is 11 points of damage.
Yes. Okay. How do you do it?
As it's trying to like rack Mirror, I just sort of jump up on its back, spin my rapier around, and just go through the top of its head into its body.
Oh. Okay. Saphira, you're up. There is one left. It's currently engaged.
Yeah. Do I have a good line of sight to the last one?
Yes.
Okay. I will retrieve one of my daggers from where it's holstered, and I will aim carefully and throw it directly at the gorilla.
Awesome. Roll to hit.
Okay. It's 5 plus 5, so 10.
Yep. And you so 10 to hit.
Yeah, 10 to hit.
Oh no, that misses.
Okay, so that dagger goes flying off into the cave wall.
Yep.
I've got one more dagger, so I'll throw that one as well using my.
If we switch, we'll switch it up. So if you use 2-weapon fighting, you can make a melee attack and then you can throw.
Right. Okay.
But if you throw, you cannot then melee attack.
Make it. Oh, right. So you can't do.
It's to do with making sure it's about the balance and making sure that character is engaged in combat.
Right.
But we can say that you've engaged, and you can make a roll to hit, and we'll just retcon that you did the to hit first if you like.
Do it that way around. Okay.
Yep.
All right, so I'll engage that last one, and I'll make a roll to hit. 16 plus 5 is 21 to hit.
That hits.
And then
And you get your sneak attack.
Oh, yes, okay. So it's a 1d4 plus 1d8 plus 3, 11 damage to the last one.
Okay, how do you do it?
Right. This one is looking pretty sad. His entire group of friends has been roasted to a crisp. And so as I missed my throw, I follow it up with a very small thrust underneath his guard, and it just slips in right under his armpit.
You, Lantern, you get another series of dings during the combat. The loudest set. You know when your computer errors and it's like brrring. That was the first one. When Solus did the burning hands, you got
a bit of a
all
headache.
4. Yeah, but out of that you have this sense of another 500. I think it's another 500. I'll retcon that if it's not right. Okay.
8 or 9 of them.
I will go to the closest one that's still in one piece and look at its head, and if its eyes are closed, open, I'll close them and just say a little something.
It doesn't have eyes.
Yeah, so you have
you
have a good look at it, and the skull where there would be eyes is just they've just got like almost like dented hollows. They are just atrophied. So
just
you
being
get a
underground.
sense of these things have just totally atrophied in their eyesight. I need another set of initiative checks.
The dagger that I threw?
Yep, you can grab that. That's fine.
Okay, I'll pick that back up.
14.
Back in the holster.
I did really well that time.
I'm so mad. Alum landed on 20, bounced back in the air, and flipped to 2.
As well.
It all happened in slow motion as well. It was real intense. That's a 4 on initiative.
I got a 6.
I'm on a 7.
I got a really good one of 3.
Oh yeah.
Well, everyone's getting low.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I got 14.
18, all that.
Oh yeah, Paula's 14. Who got the 6?
Mira.
Who got the 4?
That was a Lanthron.
A Lanthron.
It's great when a rogue and a monk get so low on a dex check.
Yeah.
Saphira, what did you
It was
get?
on the
18.
green one.
Oh, it doesn't work you anymore.
Hang on, let's roll a few and see.
You put too much social pressure on it.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Okay.
it's
Mira is
the
18.
green one.
Paula was a
The other
14. Mira was a 16. Lantern was a 4. And Atticus was a 3.
No, Mira was a 6.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Mira's a 6. I've got 6 right in front of me.
Solus is a 7.
Oh, buddy, you're coming up for 1. That's all that matters.
I've overtaken like half of the party in initiative order.
Yeah.
So
Once we've stopped fighting, I'll take one of my healing potions because I got a bit hurt.
is there any looking around the corner, is there any like loot in this place?
These guys have
Getting healing potions from.
wisely
Awesome.
spending their money.
Yeah.
Just give me a moment. If you guys are you guys looking for loot?
Yeah, I am.
I'll investigate.
Okay.
I'm healing
So
myself,
these guys are obviously they're obviously like interested in sorry, so obviously intelligent-ish things. They looks like they collect bits and pieces. So give me an investigation check.
Does someone want to help me? Because I've got +9.
I'll give you guidance.
Yeah.
I'll help.
Okay.
I can help
So
you with a
just anyway, we've got. Let's hope everything doesn't go to shit this time. Oh, okay. 16. Oh, and plus D4. It is 3, 19 plus 9, 28 on investigation.
So you find.
I'll write it down.
You find there's just there's a whole lot of crap. There's just like rags. There are like finger bones and just trash basically. But huddled in one little pile, you find a gemstone. It's like transparent and it's fiery orange. Can anyone give me a history check?
What's my history? Yes, I can.
What was that?
16.
Transparent fiery orange gemstone.
13 plus 6. That is a 19 because I'm proficient.
It's Jacinth. So Jacinth. You know from what it is that you're not likely to find a buyer. Not anytime soon. But this thing could net you about 5,000 gold pieces.
Whoa! Yippee-ki-yay!
Okay, but hard to find a buyer for it.
Yeah, it'll be quite hard to find a buyer.
Does it count as an item for crafting purposes or nah?
Yes, you can use it for crafting.
Okay.
What does it count as? Is it like an uncommon or rare?
Legendary.
It will count as very rare. So as 2 very rare.
2 very rare.
Yeah, it'll count as 2 very rare.
Ooh.
So maybe we'll hang on to it.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, you only need 4 very rares for a very rare upgrade.
We could all just get some basic magic weapons.
Okay, what are you guys doing?
Is there any more?
Do we
are
need
we
to
allowed to search for more herbs in this place, or is it that a further? Is that a later on active? Yeah.
No, we'll leave it for like the single check for the adventuring day, so to speak. Because if you guys think about it, the combat so far, both of them have taken, I think, 2 rounds each, and so you've only been in your tunnel, so to speak, for maybe 2 hours.
Yep. That's why I thought I'd just check with you. Just every opportunity we can, we're going to be doing searching for herbs, basically.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's right. Pressure him, Jacob. Get us as many herbs as we can.
Yeah. So I looked up the potion of longevity, which we make from the one that we found, and on the same magical prices thing, and the base price of it is 9,000 gold.
Yeah.
And we have enough to make
people are gonna want to buy that. They're gonna want to buy it. It's
Is it like Viagra?
What's the effect of it?
No, it literally it de-ages you by a D6 plus 6 years to a minimum age of 13.
Right.
So you just become
people
younger.
want to be younger.
Yeah.
Well, if you're a 400-year-old small folk, you're getting towards the end of your lifespan, and you have a spare, couple of years
9
to
grand.
go out searching for this. Yeah, drink a couple of these and you add a few more decades onto your lifespan.
It's
Yes. Okay. So, what are you guys doing next? You guys carrying on down through the tunnels?
Yeah, unless
keep
there's-
down.
Okay. So, as you go through, there is another fork in the road, and it splits off. It carries on to the west and to the north.
We wanted to keep going north, didn't we?
Yeah, we want to keep going towards the
Yeah.
Emerald Tablet. So,
But we've
north.
already gone north, and I'm really bad with direction.
Solus knows where the sun is, so I'm just kind of like Solus is a compass.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. We don't need to worry then.
I mean, you
Yeah.
might get turned around if there's tunnels that are twisty and stuff.
Okay, we'll keep going north then.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
we'll keep
why not?
going towards the tablet.
Okay.
Yeah. Jason,
Yes.
do you know how this thing keeping score?
Yeah.
Like, would it tell everyone if, for example, say like a member of a party murdered another member of another party? Guess what?
Make an Arcana check.
Oh, actually, no, I'm not an idiot. Oh, I am actually an idiot. No, I think I only got a 12.
Turns
on
out
that.
you are. Could I ask Adlisum if she knows how the device works?
Yeah, sure. So you
Yeah.
pull the amulet out and you just sort of whisper to her, and she pops out. She sort of stands there. You haven't seen her properly for a wee while now, but she's like pouting about this thing, and she looks up at you and she's got her arms crossed. She says, "It's basically it's like a pet. It's just a dumb little thing. I can do that. I can do it. I don't know how it works."
Yeah. Well, for the competition, they need to do what they need to do to make sure the competition's fair. If it was up to me, I'd just get you to do it for us because you'd be so much better at it. You know.
She kind of
Could you tell it that we've been scoring more points?
She kind of tilts her head to the side and looks a bit confused. I don't think so. I mean, can you? I don't think I can. I don't think it works that way.
Give it a try.
Give it a try.
Can I see it? Can I hold it?
Yeah, so I'll take the medallion, I'll like kneel down, like hold the medallion up to Electrin's ankle.
And she kind of just reaches out to it, and you hear kind of like a little humming noise from the one on Lantern's ankle, and Lantern, it starts to heat up. So it's getting really warm in your leg. Getting warmer.
Oh, no, it's gonna
Getting
burn
warmer.
me. No, I pull my leg away.
You're a big sissy. I just wanted to see how it worked more.
It's gonna burn me, little techno girl.
I mean, maybe.
Fine then, you're paying for the medical bills, and I put my leg back.
She puts her hand back out. It starts to get warmer, and it actually starts to hurt. So you take 1 point of fire damage.
Okay.
Before she stops, and she sort of looks up at you guys, and "You're not winning." Lantern. At this point, you realise that you couldn't sense the progress of the other parties.
Okay.
Something she's done has increased its ability to sort of sense where they're at. And you guys you're about middle of the pack.
Okay. Can I tell who's winning? It's those bloody big ones, isn't it? What are they called?
I can't tell who's who. They
Oh,
don't.
okay.
They're not tagged. I can
Griffin
tag your
wins.
one.
No, don't worry about that.
Okay.
Oh wait, will they see that it's us, or will we just know where we are?
I don't know.
We'll leave it
Nah,
for
I
now,
don't-
just in case.
Okay.
We don't want the other teams to know where we're at. But it does mean we have to kill a lot more creatures.
Right, let's get killing then.
My favourite.
Okay. I need your marching order.
I'm in front.
I'm in second.
Lampkin's
Third.
behind Solace. Oh, I was going to be third, but all right. All right.
Fuck you,
I'll
I'm
be in the
third.
middle somewhere. I'll be after
All
Mira
right.
then.
I'll be the back. I'll be the back.
All right, I'll be just in
Lampkin
front
will
of
take the rear. The leader will be at the bum area.
You can always go to
Darling,
the
darling.
front if you really want.
No, it's all right. I'll be at the
You
rear.
do have to be fair, you do have the highest perception.
Which would probably be
So-
the wiser thing to do.
It's probably a good
Wait,
idea.
But I got a
Okay,
really
so
good
Lantern's-
perception too. My perception is not much worse than his.
Mine's 24, mate.
It's passive.
Oh, yeah, true. Normal, it's +9.
Yeah, I'm on +7. So
Oh, all
okay.
right.
it's not that
Coming
much.
at me.
You know.
All right, Solace, stepping on my territory, eh?
Yeah, I'm going to take the feats to improve it too.
Yeah,
Observant.
that's done.
But what is it? The skilled one to give me
Yeah. Skilled and observant, the main ones.
Yeah.
Observant's for your passive, though. I've got skilled and observant.
Paula, what's your passive perception?
12.
Solus, what's yours?
17.
Okay. You guys head through the tunnels. You carry on as you're going. You catch every once in a while just a whiff of fresh air. There is more dripping water sounds.
No, I'm going for a
And
Oh.
do you guys want to have a break or?
Oh no, sorry, I was talking to my mum,
No.
telling her that
okay.
I'm moving outside. But I'm taking dice with me in
Now
case
I
we
have
get into a
to
fight.
have a cigarette.
So
Wait, no, we're still playing.
Yeah,
So
so-
there's a little bit of fresh air. There is a dripping water, running water, and you actually catch sight of some sunlight from starlight from above. No, wait, it's morning now, isn't it? Yeah, it's been morning. So you catch sunlight coming through the cracks. You are relatively close to the surface at this point. And as you're going through, there are also, it starts to get, the cave comes down from the surface and then opens out. So this has been carved by water, quite obviously. And there are thick layers of dust, and you can catch, every once in a while you catch sight of footprints. And you hear a bleating noise from further up, like an animal cry sort of sound.
Do we think
As
those count
you-
for points?
Yeah, as you sort of come around, you catch sight. There is webbing all through the tunnel. It comes into that sort of tunnel web sort of shape, and you can hear bleating, that sort of, again, the animal cry just from further up ahead.
Sounds like a lure to me.
Can I do a perception check on like the sound to see if it's real?
It's from what you can tell, it's definitely it's like a goat or a sheep or something like that.
So it doesn't, like it has a correct sort of. It doesn't sound like it's being made by a creature or magic, it does sound like a legitimate thing coming from correct source.
Yeah. You can do an intelligence check if you want.
21.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like it's an animal. Doesn't sound like it's been altered in any way. There's no, you can't tell if there's any, doesn't seem to be any sort of magical anything there.
Okay. I think it's a real sheep.
I'm wondering if one of the other teams didn't bring a live bait.
Or maybe they bought a snack.
Maybe these beings that created the webs are using it as bait.
Or maybe it's just a coincidence that there's a sheep on the other side of the cracks, and
cave.
or it fell in.
Maybe the sheep's the monster.
Dire sheep. Actually, dire goats are a thing, I think.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Yes. I know stuff.
Alright, so we keep going, or do you guys want to
should we have I feel like, should we send one person? Oh, should we just walk up? Like, it sounds like a goat. I got pretty high, so I don't think
We
it's
could always
fake.
burn the web.
Should we just start burning the web in case?
We don't want to get caught in it.
Yeah. Burn it.
Do you have like create bonfire or firebolt solace, my boy?
We have torches.
Yeah.
Oh, well, no, torches are like weird flare things, aren't they? Do they light stuff, Jason?
Yeah, they can.
Oh, they can.
My torch is a stick that I light. So, yeah.
Classic man, I see.
Yeah. Classic. Can't beat classic.
Okay, so you guys start to move forward, just touching your torches to this thing and burning it away chunk by chunk. It's kind of like watching grass burn. Kind of catches and just flares a little bit, and then burns away before it goes out.
The first bit, and then I'll be like, actually looking at it is like, because I know that spider silk can be quite valuable. Is this like valuable silk at all, like, or is it just webbing?
And you can try harvest it. Yeah. What are you going to use to harvest it?
Just a knife, basically. Try and cut it down and like.
You guys have some strange hobbies.
Put it into a little container, a vial.
If we get a stick, we can like wrap it round.
Wrapping it around.
Cotton candy.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
How much are you carrying? So how much weight do you want to carry this thing?
I think just one cotton candy would be enough, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So
has someone got a staff or something that they can wrap it around?
Oh, I've got my quarterstaff. I can wrap it around the bottom end.
Okay.
Just giant cotton candy on the end of my staff.
Give me 4d4.
I did bring a d4 out with me. Can someone roll d4 for me?
I can. How many d4s?
4.
3, 4, 7, 11. 11 is the total.
So that will give you 11 common spider webs. So you'll be able to use that.
I'll write that down in a minute.
As you guys are kind of like harvesting this stuff, getting it done, you don't realize it because you're so focused. There is a massive leg just comes out of a crack in the wall above you, and another, and a head comes out with
maybe someone should shoot that thing.
White eyes.
Knob.
And it comes out from the ceiling and drops, bam, straight down on top of Baller.
Oh shit!
Oh
no!
Does a 12 hit, Paula?
Thankfully, no.
So this thing just drops on top of you, boom, and then tries to get its fangs into you, and you're able to sort of grab at them and pull them away.
Swing back.
It is your turn.
Yes, excellent.
You can move, but you are otherwise surprised.
Oh, okay. So, do I get an attack? I don't, do I?
No.
Okay. No, I'll stay here. I'll stay where I am.
Okay. Another one comes out of the same hole as you're sort of looking up at this thing trying to bite at you. Another one comes crawling out. Its legs just like and it drops down off the ceiling for you as well. There's a 20-something hit.
Yes.
Okay, so you take 7 piercing damage.
Yep.
And you need to make a DC 11 con save.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Awesome. Okay. So you take 5 points of poison damage.
Okay.
Oh, they do a lot of damage.
Everybody is surprised. Back to the top of the round. Saphira, you're up.
Oh.
So Baller has these 2 spiders that have come out, and he's just like, oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, I'll shoot the one that he's currently holding in place, keeping the fangs off him.
Yep. Okay. Roll a hit.
Well, that's 16 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. Short bow is. Would this count as a sneak attack since it's engaged with
Yes. Yep.
That does 13 damage.
13 damage.
That's another one.
That is it goes to bite Baller again, and they bolt Baller. You're just like it's coming straight in towards your throat, and the arrow catches it in its biggest eye, and it just kind of wedges through it, just like sticking through, kind of like that. And you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna swing at the one in front of me. For a 17.
That hits.
Sweet. That is 7 bludgeoning damage as I punch it.
You snap one of its fangs. It is thoroughly bashed at this point.
Excellent.
The second one makes an attack on you though. Does a 15 hit?
Yes.
So you take 7 points of piercing damage.
Yep.
And you need to make another con save.
17.
Yep. So you take 7 points of poison damage.
Okay.
Solus, you're up.
Right. So there's one that's badly injured and one that's not injured at all.
Yep.
I'm going to walk up to the one that's not injured, and I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds on it.
Okay.
Oh, does a 25 hit?
Yes, that hits.
I feel as I got really low.
22. 23 points damage. Necrotic damage.
So, Baller, you're standing there. This thing gets a bolt in its eye. So you jab it a couple more times. The next one comes in and it just bites down on your other arm, and then you see Solus standing there like an angel of like vengeance. And he just puts its hand right on its top of its head, and 6 of its eyes just go and just melt and burn away, and 2 of its legs burn off as well. Mira, you're up.
So the one that's hurt is still alive?
They're both really hurt. They're both still
really
alive.
hurt.
Yep.
I'll punch the one that just had its eyes popped. So that's 2 punches. So that's a 2, that won't hit. But that's an 18. That's 10 damage to that one.
Yeah, so Solus comes up and just like burns away half of its life, or not 7/8 of its life, and then you come up to the other side and just pull one of its legs off and just hit it with it, and it just drops to the ground. And that's when you notice that the bleating has stopped.
Was it coming from the spider?
No, it was coming from further out.
Further up.
Yep.
Okay.
Lantern,
And then
you're up.
I was
Yeah,
gonna,
you got your other. Yep.
bonus action flurry of blows on the other one. That's 2 hits. And that. Oh, nice. So that's 16 plus 7 and 18 plus 7.
Yep.
So that is 10 damage and no, hang on, plus 4. So that's 8 damage and 9 damage.
8 damage and 9 damage. Yep. So you beat this one to death with its own leg, and then you turn
beat
around
the other one to death.
and you beat the other one to death with the other leg. Lantern, you watch as these things drop out of the ceiling and just maul Baller. The bleating has stopped, and you can hear from the other direction the sounds of like twanging, and you can see that the web is moving as well. The web tunnel that you're moving towards or moving through. It is you are up now though.
Are we still technically in like combat?
Yeah, you're still technically in combat. Yep.
I will grab a torch off someone. Does anyone pass me the torch?
Yeah, I'll pass you my torch.
Atticus.
Yeah. Oh, I don't mind. I just grab the closest. Then I will use my movement to move ahead. Do I see anything?
No.
Okay. I will then use my cunning action to use dash, and I will keep going ahead.
Okay. As you start to rush through, up ahead past everybody,
Yep.
Something comes shooting out from the corner from your vision, and just catches you in the side and pins you up against the rest of the webbing. You are restrained.
Okay. I can't disengage out of it, eh?
No.
Then
So-
I will use... How much movement did I use, Ish?
So you've gone from close to everyone else to far. You are now far away from everyone else.
Okay.
So everyone else will have to use their movement and their dash to get to you.
Okay, I will use my action to try break out of my restraint. Oh, is it just a spider on me?
No, it's webbing.
It's webbing. There's no creature?
Yep.
Have I been just
There's
shot?
no creature on you. Yep.
Okay, I will use my thing then. I'll try break out of my restraint.
Okay.
Are you holding a
Do I have
torch?
to- Oh, can I use my torch to just burn it off me, or do I still need to roll?
Nah, you still need to roll. It's been pinned to your side.
Ah! Oh, no, not my day. That was a 3. Is it strength?
Oh yeah, it's a strength check. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that'd be 3. So now I'm still restrained.
And so, bam, one of them hits you, and you can see another spider sitting at the top of the webbing, holding on to this goat, and this goat's being wrapped up, and it drops the goat, and it just swings to the side, and it comes down, and it just clambers onto you, and you all hear Lantern screaming as this thing just bites into him. Restraint is a net crit, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you take 8. 17 points of piercing damage.
Okay, I'm just trying to do some math quickly.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how dead are you?
No, I've got a few things that can reduce damage. I'm trying to work out. I'm going to use my mutant ability and go full rat and reduce the damage by 3d8.
Okay.
So that is 7, 11, 11. So I reduce it by 13. So it's 4 points of damage.
Okay. I need you to make a DC 11 Constitution save.
DC 11. Oh, fuck you, board. That's a 4, so I fail that.
So you take 25 points of poison damage.
Oh, shit.
Nah, boys, I'm out. 25 points of poison. Holy
And-
shit.
And you are paralyzed.
Okay.
Don't worry. I can deal with all that.
So you can hear Lanthorn screaming. When he
stops.
when he goes, yeah, when he
Screaming
goes
and then
full
silence.
rat, it sounds like it's animalistic screaming, like a human screaming, morphing into some sort of animalistic weird screaming, and then it just stops. Lantern, I'm going to be making your death saves.
Okie dokie.
Atticus, you're up.
I rush forward with my sword and shield ready, and I run my 30 feet. And how far away am I from them?
You're another movement away.
Another movement away.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's probably best I can do at this day. I have an idea. Just one moment, please.
All right. We'll
Can
come
I
back to you.
see it? Can I
Yes.
see it? I
Yes.
can see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's torches burning on the. It's like pinned to a side. In the next turn, it's going to automatically burn off the. Or at the end of your turn, it's going to burn off the webbing off him.
Okay. The best I can do at the moment is to throw a torch that I have at him.
Sure. Roll to hit.
Okay. Use it.
Saphira, you're next.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for
17. So 17 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. I don't know if it's going to do any
One-
damage or anything.
1d6.
1d6.
Yep.
4 points of damage.
Okay. Yes, Saphira, you're up.
Okay. Is Lantham still alive? He's paralyzed, unconscious, poisoned. But is it possible to save him, or is he gone?
You'll need to do a medicine check on him.
Oh right. Okay.
Don't worry, I'll save him.
Am I from the spider that's on him?
Sorry, what was that last part?
Approximately how far away from the spider am I? I've got 80 range on my short bow.
Oh, you'll be able to hit it from once you get into vision. You'll be able to hit it.
Okay. I'll move close enough so I can see the spider, and I'll loose an arrow.
Awesome. Yep.
Rolled a 4. Now my feat lucky. It's when I reread it, it said that I had to decide to use it before the dice had stopped moving. But when I click roll, it just instantly stops. So
yeah, it's before. It's before we know the outcome.
Oh, okay.
So you roll the dice, and before Jason says if you're successful or not, that's when you decide.
All right. Well, I rolled terribly, so I'm going to use one of my lucky points to re-roll that. I've got a 10 plus 5, so 15.
That hits.
Okay. Does this also count as a sneak attack?
No, because he's restrained.
Oh, he's not actually engaged in the combat. Okay.
No.
Oh no.
He's currently out.
That does a 4 plus 3, so 7 piercing damage.
Awesome. Okay. Paula, you're up.
All right. If I don't have enough movement to get over there, eh?
No.
Okay, so I'll dash and use all my movement. And does that get me there?
Yep, you're engaged now.
Okay. I will use my. Oh no, I can't. No, that's it.
Solus, you're up.
I'm going to move 30 feet closer, and then I'm going to cast Healing Word on him, on Lanthrin. So he receives 6 points of healing.
Woo!
You're still alive. You might be paralyzed, but you're still alive.
Okay. Mira, you're up.
Okay, so I will use my movement and Step of the Wind to dash as the bonus action to get into melee.
Okay. One of them has an
Oh,
arrow sticking out of it.
Okay, so the one that has the arrow, I will hit it twice. Well, that's 10 total, so that won't do it, but that's a 17.
It hits.
And 3 plus 4 is 7 damage.
Awesome. Okay.
And do I want to use a key? No, I won't use another key point. I'll just have that. That's my go.
Okay. Lanthrin, you are on the ground. The webbing on you has burnt mostly away. And in your youth, you've had sleep paralysis. And it's exactly what it feels like now, except with that burning sensation of where the fangs went into you before. And you can just see them standing over you. And in the echo of your mind, you can hear Solus's just like healing words sort of still ringing in your ears. And then suddenly Mira is there above you, just like pounding this thing.
Spider's leg.
It turns on her. Yeah. With a spider's leg. It turns on her and bites at her. So 21.
Yeah, that
and
hits.
so you take 7 points of piercing damage. I need you to make a con save.
Okay, Constitution saving throw. Oh, come on. That is a 14.
Yep, you take 7 points of poison damage.
So 14 total.
So you punch at this thing. Yep. This thing punches at you. And then, you punch at this thing and it sort of rears back with its fangs and catches your fists as you're doing so. Atticus, you're up.
Okay, I rush forward 30 feet. Am I in range now?
Yes, you are engaged.
Now, there are 2, did you say?
There are 2.
Righty-ho.
One has got an arrow sticking out of it, and Mira is punching it in the face.
Okay, and that's the closest to me, or is there another one that's...
There's 2 of them. I'm just letting you know. There's one of them's been injured significantly.
Okay, I'm going to bind its, I suppose its mouth that has the fangs together, so it can't bite.
Which one?
The one with the one that's attacking Mira.
But it's just attacked, just so you know what order things are in.
Oh, okay. I'll do it with the other one then.
Okay.
Yep. So
What's the save?
bind it, so it needs to make a strength check of 13.
Yeah, no, that fails. So you watch as this thing turns on Atticus and Baller and sort of rears up as well. And then the tips of its fangs just go shrink and stick together. And it sort of shakes and struggles itself. And instead bends its abdomen forward and sprays at Atticus. Atticus, you are hit. Wait, are you hit? Yep. You are hit by the webbing. On your turn, you can make a check. Sophia, you're up.
I see that Mira's fighting the one that's injured, and I'll fire my short bow again at that same one.
Awesome.
Right. That's 9 to hit.
Does not hit. Sorry.
Right.
Baller, you're up.
What is that?
All right, I'm going to attack the wounded one. Does a 17 hit?
It does.
7 bludgeoning damage. And I will use my last point of moxie to give it 1-2, which means I can make 2 more attacks as a bonus action.
Moxie.
Yeah. Okay.
First one is 10 to hit. Assume that misses.
Does not hit.
Okay, and the
miss.
last one is 17 for 4 points of damage.
It hits.
Excellent.
Oh, just. How do you do it?
I just hit it till it stops moving.
So you got this arrow. So Lantern, you watch as this an arrow comes up, boom, and then Baller comes right in front of this thing, and then suddenly Mira is there, and she's just going boom, 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 and then Baller just boom, 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 and this thing just it's like your favorite anime scene where they're just punching the crap out of this thing, and it just drops to the ground. Solus, you're up. There's one of these things left, and it's just kind of wriggling and confused and trying to pull its 2 fangs apart.
Is it injured at all?
No, everyone's been focusing.
I'm going to hold my action, and as soon as it's taken any damage, I'm going to cast Toll the Dead on it.
Okay, good to know. Mira, you're up.
I'll punch it. So that is a natural 20
I'll hit it.
and a 12 plus 7, so 19. So
Okay.
it's natural 20. It's max plus rolled.
Yeah, so max on the dice plus
Max
Maximum
damage?
dice plus rolled. Max damage. So that's 6, and then plus 4, so 10 plus rolled. It's only a 1. So that's 11 damage on the net 20.
It
Awesome. Okay.
And
needs
then
to make a wisdom saving throw.
and the 19 is 9 damage.
What's the save?
15.
Yeah. So Mira, your fist hits this thing, and you can hear the bell ringing from it, from Toll the Dead.
Did I do
As
that?
Solus lets loose the spell at the same moment that your fist connects. Solus, you want to roll damage?
Yep, so I did 13
13
damage.
Yeah. So Mira comes up and bang, and then you hear that bong. And the combination of those 2 things hitting at the same time, it just splits its head and it just drops to the ground.
Nice.
Yeah. Lantern, you are paralyzed on the ground while you see all these heroes above you, arrows flying, fists flying, as these 2 spiders that absolutely wrecked you just drop to the ground. You're still paralyzed.
Yeah, I know.
Atticus, is there anything you want to do quickly?
Like to see about getting some of this venom off it, if possible.
Yeah, sure. You guys can make some harvests if you like.
Yeah, I'll help you with that in a minute. I just want to do a medicine check on Lanthron to see how long he's going to be paralyzed for. See if I can work that out. So do a medicine check.
Yeah, give me a check.
I can help with that if you like.
Can I still move my eyes?
So it's
you can just move them, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to try and raise my eyebrows.
30.
Yes, I rolled a 19.
So he is going to be stuck like. He's going to be stuck like this for maybe another hour. He's going to be stuck like this for an hour. With a 30, he's going to be stuck with us for an hour.
Jesus.
Okay. Do we want short rest?
I was just about to say, do we want a short rest because I need to heal?
Right. Because I can end his paralysis, but if we're going to short rest, we might as well wait the hour.
Yeah. Save your spell slot.
Yeah. So then
I won't get short rest then, though, won't I?
Well, we can make you comfortable.
Yeah, we'll make you comfortable.
I don't mind. It's just up to Jason if I get the. I can't make a decision, guys.
Well, with my 30 medicine, can I prop him up so he'll be comfortable for that hour and get the benefit of a short rest? Since I rolled so well on the medicine.
So
yeah.
Yeah,
I think that's all right. I think he can have the short rest benefit. You guys can sort him out. Make sure his breathing's clear. The way he's sort of bunched up and fallen down, his airways are a little bit closed, but you sort of straighten him out, pop him into the sort of. Then you're not allowed to call it the recovery position anymore, but I can't remember what you're supposed to call it.
It's called the recovery.
Not choking on your own vomit position, I guess.
I think.
Yeah, but you're not allowed to call it that anymore because people don't necessarily recover.
Really?
No, that's the newest first aid. Yeah, because people don't always recover from it. Yeah, because I did first aid like a couple of months ago.
I hate how they
so
change.
Recent. Because I did it, I think, like 6 months ago.
Fairly
and
recent.
Recovery.
That being said, they also keep fucking around the whole resuscitation numbers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So what I learned, it was 30 to 2, but
yeah. So there's 30 to 2, but then also there's question over whether doing the breaths is necessary.
Last time I did it, they told us, they said, don't really bother with the breathing, like unless if it's a random person, you're not going to be comfortable breathing into their mouth, most likely.
Yeah.
So
unless you've got one of those
they've
masks.
never met me.
Unless you've got one of those masks or something, like you're not generally going to be comfortable to actually do it in the first place. So they were just like, we don't really teach it anymore. And it was like a couple of years ago when I last did one.
Yeah.
So
unless you've got got one of the valve masks, or the person, obviously, you can just not do it because the compressions move some air. But it's more about the blood circulating and the heart beating than it is anything else.
So shall we start harvesting these?
So
yeah.
Give me those.
I'll write it down.
Give me those checks.
Okay, I'll help you then.
Yeah. 27. I don't know what we have. Poison.
Okay,
should we just go?
Fangs.
No.
Poison.
Go for venom. Yeah.
Fangs. I'll do just off one fangs and then poison sack. That's even more. That's like that's 26. I don't know if we just get like the fangs and the poison sacks off each of them. That's probably about right, isn't it? Like we're not. I'm not going to bother too much. Like, what are they? Common ingredients or are they uncommon?
Common, I think.
Common ingredients. Yeah, common ingredients.
Common ingredient. Yeah, we'll just get the point. So So how many of them are there in total?
5.
5. So if I just roll, and if I get under 17, I'll just roll. So we end up with 10. So 5 sets of fangs and 5 sets of poison is what I just roll.
Yeah.
10. 2's fine. Yep. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like, so yeah, I mean, since it's only common ingredients, so not going to muck around too much.
That takes pretty much
5.
the short rest.
I don't need to rest, so I'm okay with doing that.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I can do a medicine check on Meta if she wants to.
I just use my hit dice.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll take the short rest as well to regen a bit of HP.
Okay.
I will be selling healing potions
I
if
will do
anybody's
too.
interested in purchasing them. I think they're like 50 gold each for a basic healing potion. So if you want to buy one off me during the rest,
It'll be 150.
I've still got one, so I'll be all right.
I'm not going to do a markup.
I haven't got 50 gold.
Yeah.
I haven't got 50
Lanford,
gold.
you
So
get-
Yeah, neither
um,
actually.
As you sort of shake out of it, you check in with the bracelet to see where you guys are at. And you've jumped up. You're 3/4 of the way up the pack now. You just got another 1,000 points.
Nice.
Cool.
All right. So keep pushing on.
Keep going.
Do
Can
I
I
rescue the sheep. Or
Can we also get some more
I'll rescue the goat.
spider web? I'd just leave the goat.
I'm
they
going to
might-
rescue the
they
goat.
might
The
be worth
stuff
like 5
that's
points.
left.
Sorry?
Are you? Yeah. You're going to kill the goat? Did you say?
No, I was going to rescue the goat. Get it out of the
I
webbing.
think you'll kill it. It might be worth like 5 points, and that might push us ahead of a group or something.
Yeah, see if killing the goat is points.
I'm not going to kill a goat. Someone else can.
I mean, what am I going to do? Punch it to death? No, that's cruel.
Yeah.
I'm going to use brace up again and give myself temporary hit points.
Baby, go away.
So I'm going to get the goat
Awesome.
out of the webbing and let it go unless someone wants to kill it.
Sorry, hang on.
We'll probably die anyway. Do we want goat meat?
Might as well like get the meat off it.
Yeah, Lamphon kills the goat. He calls it a good little goat. Calls him Billy. And he takes his
straight
life.
to
Do our points go up when he kills the goat?
you hear a ding. Yeah, he got 5 points for it.
Wow.
Yes.
Nice.
Yep, we get points for goats, guys.
Good
Yep.
to know.
Are we able to
Right.
do another search for herbs in this area, or has it not been far enough in yet?
Keep pushing, boy.
Well, it's still the same day, isn't it?
Well, you get so many. You get like,
Yeah, it's still,
So many
still the
per
same.
day. Don't you?
But didn't
you,
we
yeah,
use
you've moved
them
far
when we
enough
were
in
first
now.
in?
And you can make another check.
Make another check.
I'll
Yeah.
help you,
Yeah,
Jacob.
but you guys have had a
Yes.
short rest now. You've sort of gone through it. So
Yeah, I mean, that's 27.
Hmm.
So I'll just put down.
okay, mark that down as another
mark.
success.
Yeah.
Can I consult the map and
yes.
see where we're at in relation to the tablet?
No.
Okay, Solus,
back
where's
in
the
a few minutes.
sun?
You guys reckon you are? Yeah. You guys reckon you are probably probably 3/4 of the way through.
Alrighty.
You've got maybe because you've spent a couple of hours getting through to this point now, so you reckon that you've got another few hours at least to go.
Okay.
So you're moving on from the spider's den area.
Yeah. So what direction do we need to be heading from here? Like north, east?
The tunnel itself curves away to the west.
Okay.
And for quite a while before it starts to close up again at the top. The tunnel backs you can tell where the water had been eddying, and at the back of that, sort of where this ancient river had been flowing through the ground, there have been some animal holes where some sort of creatures have dug through, and there are what I'll need from you is your marching order.
Somewhere in the middle.
Are we going front again?
Second.
Pretty fat, so I'll go at the back.
Yeah, I'll be near the back with Lansome.
Okay, give me your initiatives.
New initiatives?
18.
Yep, new initiatives.
Excuse me.
13.
14.
11 for Saphira.
$13 for Atticus
Yep.
and 11 for Saphira.
11 for Bede. I mean Lamphron. There.
Who's going first there?
I
Saphira or
can go
Lamphron?
again or Severe, I don't mind.
Yeah, I'm easy. We'll let Lansome go again. I can follow him
Okay,
up.
I'm going Bow anyway.
So Jacob, you need to make an initiative
What?
roll. You need to make
You're
an
doing
initiative roll.
initiatives
4.
next round.
Okay, 4.
A 4?
Okay. Solace. So, as I was saying, as you move past where this ancient river was, you see where it's closed off. You see where it kind of eddied, and marching order again, please. Who's first?
Me. Baller.
Then Solace.
Baller, then Solus, then Mirror.
Baller, Solace.
I'll be next, Atticus.
All right. Then Saphira.
And Lantern's up last. So the light is dim, and at the top of the where the last sort of set of cracks are, you can catch sight of handholds that have been cut into the crack. You can't reach where they are; they're quite high up. But if one was able to reach them, they could use that bottom first one to climb all the way up and potentially out into the savannah above.
Mm.
And there is there's a hole in the back. What are you guys doing?
Suppose we're going up and through.
I'd just like to have a look around, investigate around, make sure there's nothing about to ambush us or anything like that.
When you say there's a hole in the back, do you mean like the back of the cave? So we could go up and out of
where
the
you kind
caves
of
or keep
are
going through?
headed. Yeah, you can carry on through the caves, or you could leave the cave system if you wanted from this point.
I just keep going, don't I?
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Could I make a backup plan?
So,
And,
Atticus, is anyone helping Atticus to Is anyone helping Atticus to check the area out
Oh yeah, I'll help. Is it investigation?
before you get in?
Oh, I've got
Yep.
+9. I'll do the roll, team.
Oh, okay, you do the roll.
Yeah.
I'll help you then.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Please don't betray me, dice. We're having a rough day, I know, but oh my god, I'm cursed. 15. Do I have guidance?
Yeah, sure.
Then it's 16. Okay, guys, I'm not rolling
Nope.
for anything. I got +9. My god, what's
You've caught
happening?
sight. Yeah, you've caught sight of these. You've caught sight of these handholds, and you search the area outside where the cave sort of narrows down. You can't see anything in particular, and just as you're just like, "There's nothing. Let's like carry on through." Atticus catches sight of a footprint that has been half covered, like a large footprint, like sort of
guys.
that size, of a like 5.
Big footprint.
Before we carry on through, I'd just like to set up an escape route through these handholds. I've got a length of hempen rope. I'd like to tie one to an arrow and then fire the arrow so it embeds itself just enough that I can reach up, and if anybody wanted to, they could climb a little bit up the rope, grab hold of the handholds, and then escape if need be.
I could, if Solus gives me a boost, I
Yeah,
could
sure.
just climb up, do some dope monk shit, and climb up and find something to tie it to.
Yeah, I'll give you a boost up.
Just,
Yep.
yeah, just make it more secure.
All right, I'll hand the rope to Mira, and let her attach it so that we've still got somewhere to escape to if we need to.
Yeah, I'll do some monk shit
Okay,
to
so
get up.
you spend a couple of minutes climbing up. It becomes clear that you are quite deep underground. You're probably about 40 feet under. The rope is 60 foot. Is that right?
50.
50
Yeah, it's
foot.
a 50
So
foot. Yeah.
you get to the top, and you are outside, and it's pretty much the middle of the day, and you can see a couple of wild animals off in the distance eating. It's pretty quiet at the moment. There's not really anything to tie anything to. There's no trees close by or anything like that.
Okay.
And it's probably not going to be too difficult to climb up and down. So you head back down to the rest and sort of report this back to them.
Okay.
I let everybody know that I've found a whopping great footprint.
Is that heading into the cave or out of the cave? The footprint.
Heading into the cave.
Oh, I'll follow the footprint. Let's
It's
ambush
heading
it.
into the cave.
Yeah.
We ambush.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah.
So who's going
Try
first?
it.
So Ball is still going first. We're giving that much
Yep.
order.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is anyone sneaking or?
I don't think
I'll-
the rogues are up
Okay,
to the
give
task.
me.
Yeah,
I'll go
up and
stealth.
this one.
Okay, Baller, give me your stealth check.
Shit. That is
Where's
a
my
2.
stealth? Stealth.
As I've said on previous occasions, I'm not very sneaky.
I
I got a 5 just behind you, so neither of us are sneaking very quietly.
I think we're just like bumping into each other. So, oh, sorry, I'm really sorry.
Uh,
I got a 22.
4.
You head
Got a
into
4.
this tunnel. It's a narrow opening, and it opens out into a sort of a bigger cave. There are a lot of stalactites and stalagmites. There's a lot of it's difficult to sort of see very far, and it's very dim, and then moving into dark. And in the very far back of this cavern, probably about 40 feet away, 50 feet away, you can see a faint light flickering, and you can hear voices just like mumbling and grumbling at each other. And as you guys quietly move towards these voices, you hear them just go silent for a moment. Then they start up again, and you get a bit closer to these voices, and there's these two hulking figures, and they're kind of grumbling at each other and pushing each other. No, hey, big, why do we got to follow him and do what he says anyways? He's just a little shit, and he's bossy, and he just sleeps all day. And the other one sort of, don't push me. You know he gets all the good foods in here for us, and we just don't have to do much except just to kill things for him. We calls us the big valuable muscle, is what he calls us. The big valuable muscles. And you can see these two sort of arguing, and there's just this fire, and they're both holding these basically trees in a hand each, and they're roasting a goat each over this fire. And they're sort of just grumbling towards each other.
We didn't bring the goat.
Yeah, we did.
We did?
We did.
Mm.
Oh, all right, give it to me.
Let's go make friends.
All right, so I'd like to grab the goat carcass, and I'd like to walk up to them, I suppose. All right, he sleeps all day. That's a bit strange, isn't it?
He's a big old lazy bones he is. Oi, who's this then? Look, who are you?
Oh, yeah.
What do you want?
Well, my name's Paula, and I've got food. You want it?
They sort of look at each other. I need a persuasion check with advantage. They sort of look at each other. Whoa.
17.
That's a pretty good name. Paula's a pretty good. It's a nice short name. It's good. Paula.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
So you down here? Why's you down here? It's a bit of an odd place for a couple of fellas like you.
See, the little boss, he's got us hold up here. He's got a good ideas, right? We sit down here, and he tricks the foods in here, and in the winter, we just block up the hole, and we has a big old sleep. It's pretty good.
Well, that sounds really good.
What are you doing with that goatsy there then, eh?
Well, I was hungry, but I'm not that hungry. You guys can have it if you want.
Was it poisoned?
No. Right. Do I look like the kind of person that would poison?
I don't know. I don't know what poison looks like.
Wait,
but I don't know why someone's not. I don't know why someone's not be hungry though.
Well, like, because I've already eaten, haven't I?
Oh.
Like, I ate before I came in here. Yeah.
All right. Well, what do you want then? What do you come in here? Give us the goatsy then.
All right. Hey, there you go.
And he sort of picks it off you. It just picks up. It's kind of like the size of a small cat in his hand. He just picks it up, and he just rams it onto the stick with the rest of the other goat that he's sort of roasting. Oh, it's a good one too. It's a good one. It's no bloodsies in that one, and right.
Yeah.
Here, look at this. And he pulls a piece of the leg off, and he bites a chunk off, and he gives you a piece of the leg that's left on the meat, on the bone still. Okay. And in his hand, it's tiny. I mean, in yours, it's a pretty decent sized piece of meat.
A hunch, yeah.
And the rest of you are sort of sitting there watching Baller just talk to these two massive. They've got the big sloped foreheads and the hunching shoulders, and they've got like skin growths, like almost like rock-like, that sort of pile up on their back, so they're kind of all hunched. They've got two tiny little legs, and every time they talk, their lips look like almost like lizard lips, just because they're so scaled, with just like a dried skin growth kind of thing. And every time they talk and they open their mouths, you can see these perfectly straight teeth, straight set of teeth that is pointed and shark-like almost. Oh, what are you doing in here then, anyway?
We was looking for, well, we was looking for things to kill, but I don't think we could kill you guys. No, it's not happening. And we were looking for a green tablet. If you seen anything like that?
Oh, nothing about what's a tabula? What's a tabula? Tabula?
It's
a table.
A tablet.
I think he wants a table.
No. Why do I need a table here?
I don't know. What's a tableau?
It's a thing that people write things on.
What's writing?
That's a very good question. It's like squiggles that tell you stuff.
Listen, you're not squiggles like them blindies, the blindy ones that make squiggles on the walls. Listen,
Kinda.
We got nothing here except some of our food savings. If you want to carry on, you should probably just carry on.
But
and get out of our cave then.
Okay, that's your point. Seeing as how I came from this direction, and I point behind me, do you have any idea what's in the other direction?
No, we just down in here.
And sorry, out of game, how many entrances are there in this particular cave?
Make an investigation check.
Okay, that's okay. 14.
The way that the cavern moves, it's quite obvious that the river used to be above in the past, and the water seeped down. But the back of the cave drops and dips and then keeps going back.
Yeah.
So past them, it's quite likely that it's still flat, low, but flat for quite a while.
All right, now next question. This might upset you. Which way's your boss?
Oh, boss doesn't like that question. No.
Yeah. No, I figured he wouldn't. Yeah. No, it's all right. But if I didn't want to upset him, right? So I don't actually accidentally bump into him. Which way would I go to not accidentally bump into him?
I mean, you can't because the boss is watching you, right?
Well, he's watching me.
Yeah, he's watching you.
Well, that's a bit rude, isn't it?
I mean, that's what he does, right? Does all his watchies, and then he jumps out and does his wackies.
Oh, right. Okay. Oh, that makes sense. Right. Well, I've got a group of friends with me, right? Would you let us go on past?
I suppose so. Yeah. Now, in that moment where he's talking about the boss watching you, and does his jumpies and hitties, Lanthorn, you catch the sound of something shifting behind you, and a real low sound of just like someone just like sighing, like they're exasperated. Does a 15 hit, Lanthorn?
I hate you. With a passion. Really, he bet 24 passive perception, Jason.
Does a 15 hit?
I'm just checking. I think it does. Yeah, it does just hit me.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Yeah, you hear this like sound of exasperation. And you hear this noise behind you. Saphira, you hear this grunt as this noise, like a thudding, like a wet thudding noise, Lanthorn, you take 22 points of piercing damage.
22, so I'll halve it.
You. How do you have it? It's evasion, and it's a reaction to do that.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, you're surprised you don't get to have it.
Oh, I'm dead then.
Yeah. So, Saphira, you hear this noise as Saphira, as Lanthorn, you just hear a wet thud noise, and Lanthorn just drops to the ground. This creature just shouts out, "Get 'em, boys!" and then rushes off back into the cave. So that's top of the round. Baller, you're up.
I think your friends are about to attack you.
This is why I didn't want to be in last place.
I'm going to point in the opposite direction of the party and say, "Look, they went that way," and deceive them into pursuing.
Okay. What's your deception?
That is a 17.
Oh, did you roll for it? Awesome. Okay.
Yes.
I was going to roll for you, so you didn't know if it worked or not. But I rolled a 20 on the dice, so it would have worked. Yeah, they immediately turn in the direction that you're pointing. Saphira, out of the darkness. So you're up with Atticus. Out of the darkness, this long arm kind of reaches right out and swinging this just a plank of wood with nails stuck in it, massive nails driven through it, and just swings right past your head and catches on one of the stalactites next to you. And then yes, so that's turn because he completely misses. Mira, you're up.
So the thing with the plank with the nails, was that one of the two giants?
No, this is the one that dropped Lanthorn.
Oh, right. Okay. So I'll turn around and take some swings.
Okay. So it's dim light.
Oh, nice.
So you can see.
Dark vision. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's bright light for you.
So that's a 23 and a 19. 12 plus 7. 19.
Okay, that hits.
Okay, so 10 damage and 6 damage. And flurry of blows. It's just the same again. So that's dirty 20 and 18.
Yep, those hit.
So that's 8 damage. And then so 14 damage total from those two. And I will extract aspect.
Oh, you choose to do that on the last sort of hit?
Yeah. So
Yep,
if I use flurry of blows, I can analyze them. So that's
you drop it. This thing drops.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So you come in and just boom, boom, and this thing just drops to the ground.
So that was the master of the giants, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What was it?
It is. It's a bugbear.
Oh, okay.
Of course, it's a bugbear.
Okay, cool. Okay, so I won't do the extract aspects if it's dead.
Yeah, you just dropped it. You know what it is. Atticus, you're up. So yeah.
Okay, I'm going to do a medicine check on Lanthorn.
Awesome. Okay.
$19.
You've got a medicine kit, eh?
I believe so. Yeah.
Oh.
If someone's
no,
unconscious, you just do a medicine check and then they're stabilized.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's DC 10. It's really easy.
Yeah, I'm just stable now.
Saphira, you're up.
Okay. Now the
So
two
this thing has
guards,
dropped, and the two ogres are still standing there. They haven't moved yet. It hasn't been their turn.
Okay, but they're looking in the opposite direction.
They are. They're looking in the opposite direction.
All right. I'll use one of my combat actions to hide. Am I able to hide in this area since it's dark and?
Yes. You are currently within the dim light of the fire that's going.
Okay.
So if they've got dark vision, they'll be able to see you still.
All right. Is it possible for me to? I turn around. I see Lantham's brains basically splattered across the floor, and that guy just missed me, so I'm panicking a little bit. Can I move into the darkness and then use my action to hide?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Would you want me to make a stealth check?
Yep.
Um, 13 plus 7, 20.
Easy. Because if you are hidden,
Mhm.
you get advantage.
Yep.
So you can get your sneak attack on these guys if you're shooting at them.
Okay. I can't shoot this turn though, right?
You've used your. Did you use your action to hide?
Yeah. So I've moved into the darkness and then used my action to hide.
Yeah, that's it then. Lanthron, you are stable. I'm rolling the d4 for you. So these things, the d4 to see how many hours it is before you wake up. Baller points off in the opposite direction to where he knows his mates are, and the two ogres start to wander off. Come on, boss! Come on, boss! Come on, boss! Solus, you're up.
Fireball. I want the fireball to explode in front of them. Just hitting the two ogres.
Okay, yeah. What's the save?
DC 15 dex save, or they're going to take 30 damage. I've already rolled it.
Oh, 2 fails. Okay.
Oh, we love to see it.
30 damage?
30 damage each, yeah.
Okay, so Baller gets them to start wandering off in a random direction, and this fireball just whoosh opens out in front of them, and both of them just start screaming, and you can hear the popping and sizzling of their skin. Baller, you're up.
I am stealthily going to start making my way back towards my companions.
Awesome. Give me a check.
That is a 12. 13.
Okay. Mira, you're up.
Can I? Sorry, that's my dog. Can I throw? I've got darts. Can I throw 2 darts at the ogre furthest from us, so that if they hit, he'll think it's his mate behind him who's hurt him?
You'll need to make a sleight of hand check. So you'll need to roll to hit and make a sleight of hand.
Okay. So which do you want first?
To hit.
To hit, so I'll do the 2 to hit. That's a 17 and a 8 plus 7, 15.
Yep, both hits.
Okay, and sleight of hand, just the one?
Just the one?
4. Natural 1.
Alright, give me the damage.
Okay, so what is it? Those are D4s. Plus 4. So that's 8. And 8 plus 5. 13?
13?
13 damage. That's worth a try.
Awesome. Okay, Atticus, you're up.
I'm going to go to Lanthrin and give him a healing potion.
Okay.
You're
Balls down your
rolling
throat.
for me. My
Want me to
luck
throw them?
is so bad. Yeah.
Saphira, you're up.
So I'm currently hidden in the shadows. I'm going to fire my short bow at the ogre that has the dart sticking out of him. So I roll with advantage. That means I roll twice, then take the best one.
Yep.
6 points of healing points.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Take the 12, so 17 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, and then sneak attack, since I attacked with advantage.
Yep.
So 2d6 plus 3.
Yep.
1 plus 6 is 7, so 10 damage total.
Ooh, this guy is looking rough.
Alright, that's 1 less arrow.
Lanthrin, you wake up to see very dimly Atticus standing there with an empty little flask. The back of your head is fucking sore.
Ugh.
What are you doing?
Get up. Thank you for the sippy sip. Yum, yum. I'm going to pull out my short bow and I will insightful fighting on the ogre that already looks like it's been bet up a bit. So that is I think it's deception against my insight. Well, I got a natural 1, but because of a class ability, I can't.
Oh man, I got 4.
Oh, it's all right. It was 15 because of a class ability. So then I will attack him. I just don't know what's happening. Okay, 24 to hit.
That hits.
And that is 15, 20, 22 damage. Now I roll okay.
Yeah. So you get up and then sprint at this guy and stab him a couple of times, and he just drops. Oh, you shot at him.
Yeah.
Okay, you shot at him.
I know. I didn't. I'm so nearly dead, man. I'm not stabbing anymore.
Yeah. So he drops. The other one sort of looks around, sees that ball has sort of disappeared. He sees catches hearing of the arrow that's shot off out from where you guys are, and he just sort of blunders over and just knocks one of the stalactites out of the way, and he's going to make a wild swing at where he thinks one of you guys are.
I'm not exactly hidden.
Yeah, but we are in darkness.
I have a source of light coming off me, basically.
No. Oh, he can't get you. He misses you. And it's your turn. So he comes charging in and swings and misses at you. He's standing right in front of you now. It's Solus, you're up.
Toll the Dead. Make a wisdom DC 15.
12.
12? Alright, it takes 11 points of necrotic damage.
It is bleeding from its ears at this stage. It's looking pretty rough. And Baller, you're up.
All right, I'm going to hold my action until one of them sort of come within range. Oh, one of them is within range, eh? Like of melee.
Yeah, he's come right up to him. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to move in and hit him. Just punch him. 16.
That hits.
Excellent. 5 bludgeoning damage.
Oof. Okay. Mira, you're up.
So within range, so I'm gonna come in and hit him a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Oh my, Jesus Christ! I got a 19 and a 20. I love these dice. I will like do some monk shit and like jump up its back, and then like almost like you know when like kids ride your shoulders like that, and then I'll just wail on the back of his head until it's like jam.
Okay. As this one drops, Lantern, you get a dinging go off in your ears again. 450.
Oh,
So you got
what did
another.
we-
So that
As
one
it-
was 450.
Oh, on its own.
Oh, so we get 900 then.
Plus whatever the
Yep,
bugbear was worth.
Plus the bugbear.
whatever the boss was.
Bugbear.
He was 200.
Woo!
So the boss was
Man,
worth less than the.
He was just smarter than them. He wasn't actually stronger.
Are these things worth harvesting?
Ogres?
Are they?
I don't know.
Are they? Just like this is more of a like meta question, but is it more than a common?
Yeah.
If we were to harvest them, what sort of level of ingredients would we be getting?
They're CR2, so they'll be common.
They'll just be common. Do we want to
Yeah, that's
harvest them?
not high HP, really.
No, not really.
I don't. I think it's all right. We'll just leave them.
Yeah.
We're just gonna
That's
keep
pretty
going,
big.
team.
Yeah.
Can Lamphrin do a little investigation around their den?
I'll guide you on that.
I assume I'm getting
Treasure.
lost as well.
Yeah, I'll give you a hand.
Yeah, you can have a look around.
Oh, finally. I got 21 plus 9, so 30 on investigation.
Have they got any cool shit?
The investigation. So
3 out of
you go through, and this guy has been basically luring people in to deal with them, and hoarding stuff that he likes that looks shiny. You find. You're
writing it down for us, Mira? Always, thank you.
Yes.
I would too.
Oh, good man.
So you find a bag of gemstones. You've got some eye agate, some hematite, and moss agate, and tucked into the bag is another little clay vial, and it's sealed as a potion. So it's definitely some sort of potion.
But how many gemstones are in that bag?
So you found eye agate, hematite, and moss agate. So 3
I think just one of
gemstones.
each. Okay.
Yeah. They're fairly cheap ones. They'll only be worth about 10 gold each. You find some clothes and stuff like that. But yeah, and then that potion. Or a bottle of something.
All right,
No,
boys.
Yeah, can I give the clay vial to Solus because he makes potions and stuff to see if he can recognize it?
I have a
can
look
help
at
you
it.
with that.
It is, yeah. So it's sealed. The problem is that it's the sort of the way that it's done, so to speak, in this area is they're made with clay vials to keep the
Oh, right.
potions
So if we open
for
it,
longer.
we can't. If we
That's it,
open it,
it's
we can't
open.
close it again.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We'll have to just wait for someone
Yeah.
to cast Identify.
Yeah, unless there are any markings on the clay.
Is there any? Yeah, I mean, normally there'd be. Surely I'd know of like
It's got a seal.
standard identifications that potions usually have.
Yep. You can make make either an Arcana check or a history check, because the markings will be sort of arcane, so to speak.
Yeah, I've got a
either that
+6
or
on
we'll be
both.
stuck in the city.
I will guide anybody who is good at those sorts of roles.
Yeah, I've got a +6 to both of those, so I can.
Well, it's a lot better than my +0.
Yeah.
So.
Is anyone going to help me investigate the clay vial?
I can help you.
Well,
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Failing that, I've got comprehend
that's
languages.
good. So that's dirty 20 +6, so 26.
So the symbols on it are giantish, and the framing is of it's like the runes for hillsides. So it's a potion of hill giant strength.
Nice.
That would be handy.
Very handy.
How are you guys going? You want to keep going?
Oh yeah.
I would like to.
I can go
Yeah, let's go get this fucking.
another half an hour or so.
Yeah. Can we heal up the Lanthron somehow?
Oh, boys.
Keeps dying.
Right.
Lanthron is just a god.
I
keeps
pour a
dying.
potion.
Leader. He
I pour a
dies so
potion.
you don't have to.
I pour a potion down your throat. You receive 10 points of healing.
I can imagine you just walking up to Lanthron and grabbing him like this big turtle and going, just fucking heal already.
No, I just grab you by the back of the head and just pour it down your throat.
So I forgot.
You don't have a choice in the matter.
Lanthron's
I forgot about the fatigue rules. So Lanthron, you've got 2 levels of fatigue now.
What's fatigue?
Yes, being unconscious. It's
When
exhaustion.
did we make that rule? Why is it called fatigue?
It's exhaustion.
It's
because
basically
it's not
exhaustion because
actual
you've been
exhaustion.
unconscious.
Yeah,
How
but
do I get rid of
he had
it?
a short rest, so he should only have 1 level now.
No, it takes a full.
Oh yes, so you got 1 level.
No,
It's
so
fatigue
this
and
is
exhaustion.
this is a house rule I was trying out for just going down to 0. Was you get it's the equivalent. We're calling it fatigue. It's the equivalent of exhaustion, except for it recovers on a short rest, or you gain all of it back on a long rest.
Okay.
Just so that you're not just springing up and down without any consequences to it.
Yeah.
Okie
Like
dokie.
Lanthron.
No, well, it's not my fault you're ganging up on me as usual, Jason.
I think you should stand in the middle of the party now.
Yeah, I'm in the middle. Someone
Yeah,
else at the
I'm in the
back.
middle.
So I still want to know. So that bugbear beat 24 on its stealth roll.
Might have
Yes.
been invisible.
Oh, bastard.
It was its
Okay.
home turf. It heard you coming. Sort of you guys have sort of pieced this together. That when they went silent, that's when he got up and went off into the cave. And while you guys were distracted listening to these other ones, he used that to his advantage. Get it? And
Oh, yeah.
managed to sneak up behind you.
All right. So
Okay.
there's only one way to keep going in the cave.
So the cave comes right down and drops down to about 4 feet high. It was as you go through, you kind of get this idea that there used to be a lake under here, some sort of underwater lake, and that eventually it burst through and emptied. The whole thing emptied out, and the river that was above ended up coming to the surface, and then just through the course of deep time, it has sort of changed its direction anyway and left this cave empty. And you get into this lake or this old ancient lake, and you're all sort of hunched down. Your pace slows right down. The Solus is like struggling to get through this tiny little area. And
Does he have to crawl like a regular turtle?
There's more animal sign through here. Obviously, they felt safer from the ogres, the smaller animals and stuff. So there's plenty of sign of smaller just creatures that have been living or whatever else in here. There's massive spiders and crickets.
You see one?
I say massive. They're like this big, and they sort of scuttle off and run around. You carry on north, Solus acting as your compass, and you get towards the back of this thing, and there are cracks, and there are 5 different tunnels that you could possibly head down. 5 different cave systems you could go through. And the problem is it's all back up against the wall, so they all look like they're all going north. It's kind of just luck as to which one you want to go down.
Right. So these aren't on the map?
They're not on the map. At some point you have gone basically off the map, and you think that you are possibly at the edge of that sort of map area. So where the map stopped being made, you are now feeling like you're sort of at the edge of that spot.
But where the tablet is on the map that exists. So we need to go back?
It's just outside the map that exists.
I think we should take the middle one.
Can we ask the girl in the medallion for advice?
Yeah. I bring up the medallion. Be like, Alison, do you have is there any idea which one to go with?
Nope. No idea. Just pick one. Go for it.
I think, and you watch her just sort of silently mouth something as she sort of points to each one in turn. And she points at the 4th one.
Yeah, let's take the 4th then.
So is that second from the right?
Let's go 4th.
All right.
Right. I'll just be like,
it just sort of giggles at Atticus. Yeah, I think so. I think it'll be fine.
Alrighty.
Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Yeah, I'll go second.
All right, I need your initiative counts again.
Oh, next initiative.
20, not natural.
15.
What is it? Plus
12.
Holy cow. 20 natural.
Nice. 16.
10 for Saphira.
So 22 all told.
Okay, so I have got 22 for Atticus, 20 for Baller, 10 for Saphira.
Oh, I'm 12.
I'm on a 15.
12, 15 for Solus. Okay.
16 for Mira.
Okay. 16.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Awesome. Okay. And I will need your marching order.
I'm going first.
I was second, I think.
I'll go last.
I'll go in the middle
I'll go
somewhere.
second to last.
Okay, I'll be in the middle as well.
Yeah, the lantern's in the middle.
Oh, slow down. Okay, so baller.
Yep.
Then
Mira.
baller, Mira. Solus.
No.
So is at the back.
Then I think it's Lantern, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's then a lantern.
Then Saphira, then Solus.
Okay.
So I'm in the, I think
Where's Atticus?
Where's Atticus?
I'm beside or either slightly in front or slightly behind Lantern.
Okay.
He's protected on 3 sides.
Yeah. They'll still be there.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all right. It's going to be a crossbow out of nowhere to hit you.
Well, I've probably got the least hit points of everybody, so
You guys head through that tunnel, and so far there's pretty much nothing. It really looks like this place has actually quite recently opened up. You make your way through. As you get about halfway down, you catch sight of what looks like something kind of glimmering in the wall itself. And on closer inspection, there is some sort of ore in the wall. It's kind of shimmery and white, kind of a bit opaque. What do you guys want to
know
do?
what ore it is? Does
try and
anyone-
find out what
anyone
it
give
is.
All right. I mean, I've got a crowbar in my backpack. I could take to it with the crowbar.
Is this what? Because the whole reason that we're clearing all this is for mining, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is what they are wanting to mine.
Mm.
So
Yeah, but
I
what
mean,
is it though? Like, out of curiosity, like, can I roll nature to see if I recognise it?
Yes, you could roll. You could roll a nature to see if you recognise it.
I can help you.
Yeah.
I'm just rolling. I just got an 18. I wasn't taking any assistance.
You do
or anything.
recognise it. It's something that you know of and have used before. Atticus has used it before as well. But it's the ore form of alum, which is an actual real life ore sort of thing. You'll need to go through a process to refine it, but as you inspect it closely to figure it out, you find a nice big chunk of it, enough for 5 common items worth of it if you can refine it down.
I don't know if any of us have the ability to really do that.
No.
I don't.
Not unless we pay someone.
So you can hack it. You can hack it out of the wall and take it with you if you wanted. The refining is something you wouldn't be able to do here anyway.
How long would it take to hack it out of the wall?
It would take you a half hour minus a strength check, athletics check. So 30 minutes minus an athletics check.
Well, I can do that.
I can
Yeah.
I can guide you for the athletics check.
Cool.
If anyone can offer assistance with that as well.
Yeah, I'll help.
I can use my crowbar if it's going to help having a specific tool.
Yep, the crowbar will give you advantage, so no need for help.
Cool.
I'll hand over the crowbar.
All right. So 19 plus 5 plus 1, so 25.
Oh, so 5 minutes.
Yeah, it takes 5
Oh, yeah.
minutes.
So he gives him the crowbar. Baller goes to roll his sleeves up, but they're always rolled up anyway. So he just turns to the wall and he just goes absolutely nuts on this wall for 5 minutes, and this huge chunk of alum just drops out. He smashes it into a couple of pieces just so it's easy enough to fit into bags and hands them out to everybody. So yes. As he finishes off,
So Alum 4.
Yep.
So
As he
enough for
finishes off, you
5
can
common.
for five common items. Yep. It can be used to make. So in real life, aluminium. There are aluminium alloys, aluminium zinc alloys that are stronger than some steel alloys. So in terms of gameplay, if you can find someone who can refine it, they can make weapons out of it. Or armor and weapons out of it. That would be an aluminium alloyed weapon, armor. That would be just as good as any other armor, but give you that bonus as well.
Yeah. we know a forge cleric, so.
Yeah, exactly. So, you can hear in the further up the caverns, you can hear screaming. Somebody is screaming.
That doesn't sound good.
Keep
Go-
following.
Go
Yeah,
towards it.
Let's go. Check it out.
Okay.
But
It gets louder and louder. Yes.
going
Yeah.
cautiously, like being aware of surroundings in case it's like a lure, like a trap.
I'm going regular speed.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I'm just walking.
I'm in the middle, so
you-
I'm walking. I'm not worried.
I'm in the middle too.
You come out at the back far end of the cave, comes in really narrow and then opens out onto a pre-existing tunnel, or into another pre-existing cave. And you can see one of the other adventuring parties as one of their members is just speared through the head by this tentacled, weird, floaty creature. There's 3 of them, and they're just tearing into the party. Atticus, you're up.
Okay, how far ahead are they?
Do we want to go back through the tunnel?
They're far.
Okay.
There is one of them. There's one of them lying dead on the ground already. So they've been able to take one of them out.
Okay. Oh, I'm going to cautiously go forward, I think. Not to get too close to them, but cautiously go forward.
Yeah,
and
you can move.
Hold my action in case something comes towards me.
Okay, Baller, you're up.
All right. Am I close enough to get in range? Am I
Yes.
Close enough to melee them. All right. Moving into the closest one.
Okay.
That is 24 to hit.
That hits.
Sweet. That is 6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Mira, you're up.
I'll move into range. Take 2 hits. Where's that one gone? 19. So 26 and a 21. Do they both hit?
Yep, both hit.
Okay, so that is a 5 plus 4 is 9, 8. So 17 damage total. And then flurry of blows. Natural 20.
Hey-oh.
Again on that same dice and a 2. So only one of them hits. So that's max, that's 6. So that's 10 plus a 6. So that's 16 damage, and I will extract aspects. On the squid thing. So extract aspects, where is it? So it's their vulnerabilities, resistances, immunities.
You cannot hurt this thing with lightning.
Okay.
It can't go prone, so you can't knock it down, and it's got blind sight. It has no eyes. It can see 60 feet out. It doesn't even to be able to actually see where you are. It knows that you're all there.
Okay.
Solus, you're up.
Right, so I can move up to in range of one of them.
No, you are too far away. You can get up to close. You cannot get engaged on this thing.
Right. How many of them are there?
There are 3.
Right. Wisdom saving throw for one of them that looks hurt.
Yep, that's a 15.
Right, it passes then. It's my turn. I've moved up close as well. I moved up and did that.
Okay. So that's a miss, and then it's going to. So totally misses with 2 of those tentacles as it tries to retaliate and get Mira. And she kind of just ducks and weaves between these things. And then it clamps down and just bites down on your shoulder.
If an analyzed creature misses me with an attack, I can use my reaction to make an unarmed strike.
Yes, go for it.
Use the dice that gave me that 20. 16 plus 7. So that's 6 damage.
You take 16 points of piercing damage when it clamps down on your shoulder. I got 1 crit. I got 2 misses and a crit.
Yeah.
Lanthrin, you're up.
I'll do insightful fighting on the one that's already taken some damage from Mira.
Okay.
It has to beat a 23.
Failed.
Cool. Then I will attack her. 16 to hit.
That hits.
Coolios. There's also image math. 9. 11 damage.
It bobs in the air for a moment before sort of veering off sideways and dropping to the ground.
Yeah, that's with my longbow as well, by the way. My short bow.
Yeah. It comes. The next one comes up, and it also has a go at Mira.
Everyone gets a chance to die.
2 misses and a crit. So that's 8,
I've already
19,
used my reaction.
13, 17 points of piercing damage.
You're down.
No, I've
Saphira.
got three
Oh,
3 hit points.
Saphira, you're up.
I'm going to fire my short bow at the tentacle monster that's engaging Mira.
All right.
So I'll roll to hit. 18 plus 5, so 23 to hit.
23 hits.
Do I get a sneak attack on this guy?
Yep.
Okay, so damage is 6 plus 5, so 11 plus 3 is 14 piercing damage.
Oh, nice. Okay.
One more.
The third one moves up and goes for Baller.
Yep.
So that's a miss, and then 18.
Yep.
You take 7 piercing damage, and you need to make a DC 11 con save.
Okay. 16 plus 3. 19.
Awesome. Okay. And then you take 7 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
When it bites down on you.
Sweet.
Atticus, you're up.
Okay, did it come towards any closer to me while it was all during that time?
Yes, you can. You're close now, so you can move into engaged range if you want.
I was just thinking because I held back my thing in case it came closer. Can I use
No,
that?
it's not engaged.
No, okay. I'll go come in closer to about 10, 15 feet. And now these things, are they quite close to each other? Could you describe them to me, please?
So they are kind of wrinkly, bobbly, aberrant, horrible things with tentacles coming down and a massive beak out on the front.
Okay. Are the two close to each other?
Yes,
Within
so
5
it's
feet?
basically Baller and Mirror. Yep, they're within 5 feet of each other.
Okay, I would like to bind 2 of them together, beak to beak. They have to do a strength saving throw.
And bind them together, just like bump together like that.
Yep, that's the one.
What's the strength save?
So strength against 13. So probably both of them will have to do it.
Yeah, no, they both fail. I rolled the same on both the die, and both of them failed. So they just go boink and stick together like 2 weird, unholy balloons. Baller, you have advantage to hit this thing because it's struggling against this being stuck.
Sweet. So swinging. 17.
That hits.
Sweet. 9 damage, bludgeoning.
Okay, Mira, you're up.
Okay.
You two are standing sort of shoulder to shoulder, just punching at these 2 weird punching bag thingies.
Yeah, I'm going to step of the wind to disengage and move all the way back. And so it's bonus action. And then let me think. And then I'll take my other healing potion. And that'll be me. Because that's an action, right? To do that.
It's a bonus action, but table rule. But you've used your bonus action to step of the wind, so you can use it as your action to do it. Solus, you're up. There are 2 of these things left.
I'm going to move up, and so I'm going to do it. So burning hands, both of them. So they're both going to make dex saving throws. That is 13 damage if they fail each.
Okay. They both failed, and you just totally roasted these things. Lanthorn, you're up.
They're both still up, are they?
Yep, and they're both stuck together.
Okay. They're within 5 feet of an LIA.
Yep.
I can't. Is it possible for me to go out of their blind sight and hide, or no?
You can try hide. You just have to step quietly instead of hide your body.
Okay. I'll use my cunning action to hide.
Okay.
So that's a 20. And then I will attack one with advantage because I'm hidden. Do I succeed on the hide? I should make sure I succeeded on the hiding. Oh, that's not great. 15 to hit.
15 hits. At this stage, you realise they're relatively easy to hit. They've got an AC of 12.
Oh, okay. Mean. That is 9, 15, 17 damage on one.
Okay. Okay. So Mira, the one that you were dealing with before, Lanthorn's come around and take a pot shot at it as well. It is looking really rough. That one's just about dropped. It turns on Baller.
Just before you start,
it's going to turn on you because you. Yeah.
It's direct saving throw.
At the start of its turn or at the end of its turn?
At the start of its turn.
Yep. So it made 18 plus.
Okay.
So it tears its beak off. And it's going to make an attack against Baller. Does a 16 hit?
Yep.
Okay, so I need you to make another Constitution save. 11.
That is 13.
Awesome. Okay, you take 7 points of piercing damage.
Sweet.
And then it bites down on you.
Yep.
And you take 7 more points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Saphira, you're up.
I see that there's one that's looking really worse for wear. I'm going to fire my short bow at it just to see if I can finish it off.
All right.
So they're currently easy to hit. Just rolled an 11 plus 5, so 16 to hit.
Hits.
It's currently engaged, so I'll get my sneak attack. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. 3 plus another 3 plus another 3, so 9 damage on the weakest one.
Oh. How do you do this?
I see it trying to wrap its tentacles around Mira, trying to bite onto her, and I take a split second to aim, fire at it, and it penetrates directly through it, going over top of Mira's head as it comes out the other side.
Right. The last one turns on on Solus, and the tentacles just sort of flailing around him, and he just kind of shrugs them off. And then it finally reaches in and takes a bite, and you take 7 points of piercing damage. So that's Solus. I rolled a 21. Yep.
I love that how when you finally take damage, you're like, well. No. It happened.
Atticus, you're up.
Oh, is it me?
Ow, am I bleeding?
I will try hide again. What?
It's Atticus.
Lanthorn.
Okay. I am going to bind again. I'm gonna bind its mouth to the ground. So strength save throw, it's 13.
Oof, yeah. So it bites at Solus, and then you watch as it tears off him and just goes bomp down to the ground like a balloon being dragged down, donk, 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 into the dirt. Baller, you're up.
All right, taking another swing at it.
All right.
18 plus 5 to hit.
Yep.
4 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, Mira, you're up.
So this is the last one.
This is
it?
the last one.
Last one. Okay. I will, and it's bound to the ground, so I'll run up and punch it.
Okay.
That is 18 plus 7, so 25. And 8 plus 7, 15? 25 and 15?
Yep. Yep, they hit.
Okay. Oh, I rolled 2 1s. So that's 10 damage for those two, and then flurry of blows. So that's 26 and 13. Does the 13 hit?
13, yep.
Okay.
They hit.
Sweet. So that, oh no, so 6 plus 4 is 10, and then so 16 damage altogether. Yeah.
Solus. Mira and Baller just start punching the crap out of this thing. It's got splits all over its outer skin. It's squealing and stuck to the ground. That's a fail. Yeah, no, it. Do you want to describe what happens to this thing? No, it's just kind of a weird, blobby, skinny thing, a skin balloon thing with tentacles hanging off the bottom. Yeah. You guys turn to see the other party member sort of putting potions down his party mates' throats and stuff, and sort of waking them up and getting them going again.
You guys all right?
It's the small folk party as well, so they're all real tiny. I think we'll be okay. I think we've done our dash. We're going to head back.
Where's the rest of you?
This is our party. There's like 5 of them.
Oh, yeah, cool.
You know, there's 2 more days of this, right?
I don't. We've run out of all of our things.
Oh shit.
We don't have anything left on us.
I must have hit the bad stuff.
Yeah. Well, if you're
Did
heading
good,
back,
fellas. You did good.
you did
all
quite
the best,
well.
guys.
If you're heading back, is there anything you can leave us with for going ahead?
They'll probably need it on their way out.
Yeah, that's true.
If they go back the way they came, they probably cleared it.
It's a cave. There's
Well-
no guarantees that it's going to be cleared.
I make sure to mention
With
to them
us?
about
Have you got-
the hole that you can climb out of, which is only a couple of rooms back.
Oh yeah.
So they could just escape out of there.
They
Yeah,
sort
these
of
are-
talk it over.
Yeah, but they'd be out of the caves.
And they're small folk. They probably wouldn't be able to reach even with on top of each other.
Oh,
Well, I mean, we'll figure it out. That sounds like a good option. Actually,
yeah, have a
it'll
look
be easier
and see
for
what,
us to do that than
yeah, have a look and see what you think.
yeah. Yes, thanks. I think we'll go that way. I'll tell you what. Here, take this. And he reaches to his belt and he pulls out a just a healing potion of health. Take this. We'll probably use that hole and then sneak back across overland to get back home. And they sort of stumble off. You guys happy to finish there?
Yep.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay.
What were the
before you
squid things?
disappear.
Make a history check. History, Arcana, or nature check.
Someone going to help me? Or guide me?
I can help.
18, 19, 20 plus 26.
Okay, so there's a group of these weird aberration kind of things. Some of them are really friendly, and you have heard of these things, commonly called flumps. But there are others that are sort of in the same. There's others in the same sort of species of aberration kind of thing. Not that that really means anything in terms of aberration. But these ones were probably Grell.
Oh, yeah.
I'll double check. They are. I think they're still a common ingredient, yeah. But the stuff that you'll get off them. So when it comes to making things, there are different kinds of essences that you might be able to use. So in terms of these, you might be able to make. You'd be able to make things like clothing and weapons like whips because of the tentacles, things like that. So the items that you use will still be needed to make specific types of items. So wood is good for rods and staves and bows and things like that. But you couldn't use hide to make a bow. Kind of that sort of thing. So just depends on what you want to make with this thing.
Yeah. We've already got 21 common ingredients from just the spiders.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Okay, so we'll just leave them.
I'll go over to Solus and have a chat with Solus, please. I understand. Yeah, you're obviously interested in the longevity potion type stuff. I've got a recipe for a tea that works very well. Obviously, yeah.
Yeah. We'll focus on the task at hand.
Yes. Give me a moment. I'll just find the booklet. I've got it stacked and.
And so
I'm going to head off. Go spend some time with my wife before she goes to bed.
Sure.
Thanks for the game, guys. Hopefully catch you next week.
Thanks for joining us.
all right.
Right.
Oh, no worries. That's awesome. Good fun. Thanks,
Yeah,
guys.
Yeah.
See you later.
Yeah. All right. See you next week.
All the best. Bye.
Bye-bye, team.
Everyone's gone. So yeah. What time is it in the game? Is it still like afternoon or?
Yeah, it's like getting towards sort of late afternoon at this stage.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Is it all right if I roll for those and I'll message you what they are in the morning? Yeah, I'll roll for them and I'll just message you. It's just because
cool.
Next week.
Awesome. All right.
I think maybe.
Yeah.
I am definitely using these dice next week.
Awesome, will do.
Cool. So when we pick up,
that was fun.
Yeah, that was good.
I love combat.
So do I.
So when we pick up next week, we'll pick up like the same time. We won't do a long rest or anything.
No, it won't be
At
a
this
long
point,
rest.
we'll wait. Yeah, no, we'll do. We'll do that next week. Okay, that's cool. Got so much more dice.
Awesome. Well, I need to get going because now that I stand up, I urgently need to pee.
Fair enough. All right,
Okay.
I'll see you guys next week.
Thanks heaps, guys.
See ya.
See you next
See ya.
week.
So, yeah.
I'll see this. Tell this guy to leave. Craig, leave. Thanks.